The USA will be taking on Paraguay tonight at 9 Eastern in Los Angeles for the FIFA World Cup. And you can catch all the action on Fox TV. Canada and Bosnia-Herzegovina ended in a 1-1 draw during their match, which was out of Group B. In the NBA, Game 4 of the Finals averaged 20.9 million viewers, which is the most since 1998. In baseball, Dodger star Shohei Ohtani is not in the starting lineup for tonight's game against the Chicago White Sox. He left Thursday's game with left knee inflammation, but the imaging came back clean, so Ohtani is expected to return as a DH this weekend and make his next scheduled start against the Rays next week. In the NFL, the league closed out its review on the matter involving Stephon Diggs and his former chef. It said that there was insufficient evidence to support a finding of a personal conduct policy violation. I'm Auntie Bolaños.
Elijah, put the camera on me. Sweetie.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack, ack.
Enter, brother.
Come on in. The water is warm. How's that? All right, I'm trying to figure this out.
That's impossible.
We got it. Hey, with that password, you now have full access to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5.
Thank you, LeBron.
Not
Appreciate
6,
that.
not 7. And when I say that, I really believe it.
That's right. No matter how you listen in, Fox Sports Radio, foxsportsradio.com, the iHeartRadio app, SiriusXM Channel 83,
Wow.
and now, of course, live
We'll do it live.
on YouTube.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Do it.
Thank you, Bill.
Just
Appreciate that.
do it.
Say my name.
Rob Parker.
Say his name.
Kelvin Washington.
And we indeed are the odd couple on this funky Flashback Friday. Where I think I'm moving to New York because I've been here so long. And,
I think I'm moving to
guess
Mexico.
What? That's right. You'll need our phone number because we are, without question, the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet.
Byron Bolaños.
On the planet.
Martin Weiss and VJ Extra Husky.
There you go.
Okay, on the
That was my
planet. There you go. At least when people are still awake. Sorry
That's the
about
only
that,
time
Ben.
it counts.
I've
count no
been
other
saying
time.
it for the last 9 years. All right, write it down. Commit it to memory. 877-99 on Fox. For you laymen out there who can't figure out the letters and numbers, it's 877-996-6369. And if you hear feedback on the line when you do call in, it's your own fault. It means only one thing.
You forgot to turn down the radio.
And if you call in here and have a problem with what we say, tough, because...
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
With all that said, always remember.
The Odd Couple was filmed in front of a live audience.
Sweet Is he ever coming back from New York? We don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
Hell no.
That's right. Let's go, Big Show. Let me welcome in my co-host. He is...
Kelvin Washington.
Man, that boy out there in them streets, it's up to you, New York. You taking advantage of all those 25-cent sodas out there at the station you're at.
You know, hey, you already know. Look at that. Hey, 25 cents. Alex, Rob G, Alex, I've said this to you. Kelvin knows. Why are we paying $1.25 in Los Angeles at
Why?
the iHeart soda machine, and in New York, 25 cents?
Disgusting.
This is $1.99 at the store in the corner. 25
just
cents.
take it easy when you go through security trying to bring a whole 265 back.
I got two cases. But
just
you know
take it
what?
easy.
It's not worth it because, when you check in your bag, they're going to charge me $90 for the bag.
That's
so
true.
Good point.
Kind of lose the pain of it.
What do you mean you got to pay? This is a comforter bag.
Exactly.
He got rid of that one. No, but happy Funky Flashback Friday, man. We got a bunch to get to. Feeling good. Is it warm out there? What's the weather like in New York?
Warm out here. It is a roaster. Alex, I need barbecue sauce on my back. It's that hot.
Now, let me ask you this, Rob, before we get to the show. I know you obviously got the Spurs, and you don't necessarily hate the Knicks per se. That's me maybe speaking for you. You might hate them, but
I don't hate just because I don't pick a team.
I know. That's why I said.
You hate the Pistons. Oh, you hate the Lions. Oh, you hate the Knicks. Oh, you hate the Lakers because I don't pick them.
No, the only teams you hate Ohtani.
No, I don't hate Ohtani. Stop saying that.
Okay, you hate Ohtani. Hey, that man had told me. I mean, he has to win a Cy Young for me. Now when he wins a Cy Young this year, then you're gonna be like, he's got to win 3 Cy Youngs. You already know you're going to push that goalpost. But no, I was asking you, what is it like the buzz with the New York, for those of us who aren't in New York, the Knicks, it's energy, they're excited.
Just everybody. Everybody has on Knicks stuff, a hat. You walk on down the street. New York is a big place. And I've told you this a million times, and it's just true. The Knicks are the only team in this city. This is a city that's very diverse. So 9 pro teams, right? There's a lot of different allegiances, but there's only one allegiance in basketball, and it's the Knicks. So it does have a different feel for me. And just seeing, I was on the escalator at a TJ Maxx real quick, and there's just a middle-aged woman on the phone with somebody, and she's breaking down the game like a Knick. I'm talking about like a 50-year-old woman.
Right.
So I don't know who she's talking to, but she's talking basketball about the Knicks. Hey, after we come back from 29 points, come on, we're going to go to San Antonio and get this done. I'm like, I wanted to jump in. I was like,
you were about
I'm
to tell
impressed.
her, no way, no how, Wemby gets it done.
So there you go. I should say, hey, check us out on our YouTube channel. All you need to do is search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Again, check us out. Our YouTube channel. Watch us live now and search Odd Couple FSR and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, Inside the Parker dropped today, both audio and YouTube, so you can check out the Inside the Parker podcast. I got Mike Trout as my guest, also David Vassay, who covers the Dodgers. So check out the podcast. What's that?
He ain't break another arm. You remember he slid down in Milwaukee?
That was bad. That was so bad. That was so bad.
Come on,
David Vassay, like, what are you doing? You can't do that.
He tried his best to keep it real. All right, let's get to it.
Let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew because we wouldn't be able to do this fine radio program without them. Okay, Alex, of course, is our engineer.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
One more time, Alex.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
I know we got Rob G as our producer, but in studio, Brandon again?
Yes, I'm here. It is me.
Is that Brandon the Rooster?
Yes.
I think they call you something else, Brandon, but I can't say it on the radio. I'm just saying.
Rob, caution. Don't get fired.
Nuts.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You can get fired. How you gonna get fired in New York?
I know. Don't come back to L.A. Come, we'll send your stuff. Right. I think I heard Monty Bolaños. Is that correct? Yes, Monty's at the anchor desk. She'll keep us updated throughout the program. And Sagar
So racist.
is on the social media detail tonight, and he's in for Elijah, and so we're in full effect. There you go. All right, there you go. And Kelvin, we should say this, that the World Cup is well underway, and even they're ready to play in Los Angeles, right?
Oh, yeah, it's going down. We had, obviously, Mexico won their game last night, their match, and everybody's excited about that. Obviously, us living in Southern California, large Mexican-American population, so folks are excited, and you start
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, we love it. But so now, obviously, everybody's excited about the United States men's national team, their first match. They're kicking it off. That's going to be today, of course, going against Paraguay. And so this begins. It begins to me, Rob, which what they've been trying to do, and you know this, you've been in sports for years, really get America on the mainstream when it comes to soccer or football, to get people into it, to really have a team that can compete, not just throw somebody out there, throw a team out there, and they get mollywopped. So this is supposed to be the team, Rob, that has a chance to really do that. So it's led by Christian Pulisic. He is one of the better players, of course. He plays for AC Milan, Series A, and he's supposed to be the young superstar, the phenom for them to really get this team going. You also had the coach, Marciano Pochettino, who picked this roster. Thank you. Appreciate that. Who picked this roster. Some people are a little skeptical of him. But the point is, a larger point, Rob, this team has been together for about 8 years now, since most of them were teenagers. You got a group of guys that they put an emphasis on saying, all right, you are going to be the future. You guys are going to be the team that gets Americans into soccer, that gets Americans excited, because we know the World Cup is coming. So we're going to put a lot into you, give you the resources. And a lot is going to be riding on this because, again, matches are here all across North America, but specifically in Los Angeles. You got a lot of people are watching. This team's been together for a long time, and people are going to hope that they can finally get past the quarterfinals, which the last 2 times we've been in it, that's as far as we've gotten. We didn't make it a few years back, you know. So the question is, can this be the team to ignite something where my daughters, Rob G has daughters, you know, who are younger, little boys, people can get excited about it and start to formulate where American kids are playing soccer all the way through. Because it's fine as to be weird, Rob. Everybody kind of plays soccer here in America. It's like the first sport you throw a kid into, but it doesn't stick. You know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah, little Timmy, little Bobby, little Derek is playing.
Because all they're doing is running around, and the parents just have them run around so that they can fall asleep at night.
Don't disrespect our parenting like that, okay? No, we be
that's
paying
all
attention.
It is. Everybody get into soccer. Just run around for 2 hours.
Run around, burn some energy so you go to bed at night. But that's what's going to be interesting. This team is really going to be the one people are saying, can this start some type of boom? I don't ever think it'll be as it is in other countries because for them it's life or death. We know that. We've seen how serious they take their soccer. We don't take it that seriously here. But can it be the one that gets it going, that maybe goes further than expected, past the quarterfinals for once, and actually start some type of where kids like, oh, I actually want to ride through with soccer, not just enjoy it when I was 5, 6, 8 years old. And that's what's on the line tonight, Rob. Not just tonight, but obviously through this whole entire World Cup. And it'll be interesting to see. I don't fully expect them to go past the quarterfinals. It's going to get too difficult. You're going to play teams that have the best players in the world that have been doing this year in, year out. So I don't expect it. But this is why you hope and you watch Olympics, you watch World Cups, because you hope for miracles, you hope for things you unexpected. Shoot, you watch the daggone NBA Finals to see things you never thought you'd see. So the odds are stacked against them past the quarterfinal, past the round of 16. But this is the best team, the best chance we've had in a long time.
Yeah, I think you have some lofty goals that are just don't seem obtainable to me. And I don't care how long they've been together. These other countries with the World Cup or whatever, they're not the favorite. You know what I mean? Like, it would be a miracle on ice.
Do you believe in miracles? Yes! Sorry.
You know what I mean? It would be of that. If the United States were able to win a World Cup here in the United States. No.
Let me Hollywood would... There would be 26 movies in 9 months. That's how fast they would get those movies out.
No, right. I don't know. It just seems an awful task. The women you just mentioned, you have daughters, and getting them interested. And Rob G has a couple daughters, right? Mm-hmm. And the women have won the World Cup, it didn't move the needle as popular as they are. And I'm not saying, Kelvin, that they're not popular, right? Because they are.
Yep.
Right? They are. The women's soccer in the United States is booming. They won, and yet it didn't move the needle like you would have thought. Every little girl should be running around kicking a soccer ball, right?
Right.
I don't think we're there.
I do think it's a. Go ahead. I was just gonna say I think women are a little bit more advanced than the men. Like, I think they're more into it. We're more successful as a whole. When it comes to soccer, it's kind of like gymnastics, right? The women's team is always competitive, always good, versus our men's gymnastics team.
Yeah, I get that, but So you're saying if they win a championship, this is going to turn the country? Like.
Well, okay, no. If they won the entire World Cup, absolutely, right? Because they
could win the World Cup, and I still don't think it's going to turn the country. I just don't. I think people will sit up and take notice, take great pride in an American team winning. You know what I mean? And saying how awesome it was. But do I really believe this country is fractured? And that's why even with Team
now?
No, just people care more about New York and Detroit than they do the United States. They do. And they care about their teams and what's closer to them. Not that they wouldn't enjoy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. We're different. A lot of these countries are small compared to ours.
I agree with that. I mean, yeah.
And they don't have a professional league, right? Or leagues that we have. So their allegiance is with their country. Do you know what I'm saying? More so than their league, local league that they have. It's not of this magnitude. I think that's the difference and what makes it so hard for people to fully embrace soccer. Kelvin, I'm 62. When I was a kid, they were telling me how soccer was coming. I'm not 40 years ago, right? No, longer than that, 50 years ago. Oh, soccer is going to be bigger than baseball and football. I'm telling you, everybody around the world plays soccer. They told me that and tried to convince me that also the leader system was going to be the way that we determined our beverages. No, the new math. I was taught that. Oh no, It's not a quart anymore. It's a liter or whatever. How much is a liter? It's like a weird number. Yeah. And all we got out of that system, Kelvin, is the 2-liter soda. Nothing else.
And Michigan came out of me. I said 2-liter pop. You know what we call it in Michigan.
Exactly. So, all right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Would a deep run in the World Cup make soccer mainstream in the US of A? We'll continue that conversation next with you. It is The Odd Couple, where we deliver insight and not noise. And we value your phone calls. We want to hear from you, your opinion. This is not a podcast. This is a radio show. We want to hear from you. 877-99 on Fox. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. And you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
To start watching the glory of U.S. soccer in the U.S. of A.
That's right.
No doubt.
Everybody's excited about it, and that's going to be happening at 9 Eastern, 6 out here on the West. But let's talk about it. The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. And on Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the final. So you know me, right? Been to Paris. My wife speaks French. I love it out there. But check it out. You can also trade everything. We're talking about what France and what they're going to be able to do. Keep an eye on them. Trading at 16% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade is going to pay out over $600 if they were to win the biggest prize. Now, France is loaded. They got top-tier talent, and I think they got a chance to do it all this year. Keep an eye on them. So on Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. So for a limited time, make sure you download the Kalshi app, okay? All you got to do is download it, Kalshi, that's Kalshi. Then use the code ODD, O-D-D, to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, trade on anything.
Restrictions and eligibility apply. Not available in all states and must be 18 plus. Trading involves significant risk. Consider if it's appropriate for your financial circumstances. Prices and value may differ and some markets may not be active. See Kalshi.com/regulatory for more.
Brandon, are you up to speed on Patrick Mahomes at all? The deal?
Yeah, I mean, I can give you the details.
Break that down for us.
500 plus million.
$500. Can you break that down for us?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, so they added 2 years to his deal through the 2033 season, value of $504.75 million in total, beginning in 2027, when the new money begins, the deal averages $64 million a year. And I believe, first NFL deal valued over $500 million.
$500 million. Man, the money is crazy right now in sports. In sports in general, where you can pinpoint a guy.
TV revenue's up, baby.
Yep, and you can pinpoint a guy even we're in a crazy space where, like, they're going to be a billionaire. Like, Wemby's going to be a billionaire. Right? It's just a matter of time. Patrick Mahomes is going to be a billionaire. Yep. Like, when you can just Caleb Williams, maybe if the trajectory keeps going. It's kind of crazy where we are in sports right now with the money being so big. I said that to say, I find with Kevin, when we're talking about Patrick Mahomes and the money, and obviously the Chiefs, they didn't make the postseason for the first time, but they had a run of 10 years, the longest stretch current in the NFL, and obviously if they fail this past season. But to me, when it's all said and done, Drake May, MVP candidate, gets to the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold wins the Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford, your MVP. Caleb Williams, one of the best, far comebacks, one to set the, tied for the record with that, most comebacks in the season. All these great things, all these great guys. At the end of the day, for me, even Patrick Mahomes is still the guy. When I think of just games on the line, need a win,
really?
Who's going to win this guy? Yeah. It's just for me, and I just still
after the last 2 years.
Yeah, and that's could be the success of the beginning bias.
Let me ask you, and I'm going to jump in. Yep. After the last 2 years, statistically, right? No Pro Bowls, and the injury. So who are we going now? Look, I'm not taking anything away from Patrick Mahomes' greatness, but after what he's shown us the last 2 years, 2 years ago, healthy the whole year. Last year got cut short because of the injury. And coming off the injury, is he the standard bearer, or is someone like, I don't know,
is it
Matthew
Stafford? The reason why I would hesitate on Matthew Stafford is singularly just more so with I'm not
Josh Allen.
If Josh Allen is right there, but I have to be fair to the point that he just hasn't been able to get it done, right? And that's what we go. And that's what quarterbacks and star players in the NBA. Those are the two guys that we judge you on. Pitchers, your team can stink, Skeens, and you still you're the best. You can never win a ring in baseball and still be the best. It's just a different sport. If you're a quarterback, right or wrong, it's on you. Who's everybody tired of right now? Lamar Jackson. They're at the I get it. You're MVP. You put up great numbers and all these.
Got to get over the hump.
You got to get over the hump. Josh Allen, you're MVPs and you're all that. Got to get over the hump. Matthew Stafford, to his credit, finally got over the hump. Fell short this year and left a bad taste in their mouth because I think they feel that Seahawk ring was supposed to be theirs. That's how I think Matthew Stafford.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
And the Rams feel.
Well, that's why they went and did what they did with.
Going to get Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett, yeah,
absolutely, and McDuffie. And they're like, we're about to right this ship and get right back there.
Yep.
But with that being said, if you wanted to say Matthew Stafford because he's the current reigning MVP, I'm not mad at that. Joe Burrow's going to be interesting this year to see coming back. He's been injured the last couple years, be beat up. The team, defensively, they've made some moves. So it'll be interesting to see. I got to wait and see. And you look at Patrick Mahomes, 24 touchdowns, I believe it was 11 interceptions. Not a great year on those numbers. We could have seen the rest of the year. We would have seen what those total numbers be. I just think at this current stage, for me, he's still the guy. I could be wrong, but I just still believe. And obviously, I believe the way he's structured his deal over the last handful of years, taking a little pay cut, trying to work with the team, he deserves this money. When you're comparing other guys like Dak Prescott making 60, he's like, well, I know Patrick deserves that. I got 2-time MVP, 3-time Super Bowl champ. Why can't he? Eric Bieniemy is back. We'll see if that's going to be a huge help for them to get them back running this offense better. They got some more weapons as well coming in too. So to me, for him, this is almost what you were saying. All right, this is that last little. Are you really that guy still, or are you just a guy like a good? He's a good guy. Are you in the mix now? That pack of everybody, or are you still lead dog? To me, this season is going to be that. Obviously, coming off injury, but you got some weapons.
Is he
going
to be available at the beginning
might miss the
of
first week or two.
No, they keep saying, he's going to be.
I'll give you a week or two.
Hey, man.
Maybe if he misses the first week.
We don't know, and he doesn't know how he's going to respond coming off that the injury, the ACL. So.
Fox Sports Radio, it's your boys. I couple Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a funky
I had lunch with Foul today.
I was about to say, how'd that go? J.R. Gamble.
Yeah, we had lunch at the Capitol Grill. Amazing. Very good.
Nice. You got to hear Foul in real life, in the flesh.
He said that steak is rare. No,
rare. Yeah, I love it. The excitement of FIFA World Cup is now streaming live on Fox One, the official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox One brings you action straight to your screen, so you never miss a goal. Download Fox One and experience the FIFA World Cup live. It is a great way to watch Team USA's first game of the group stage. It's going to be again 9 Eastern, 6 on the Pacific. It's USA versus Paraguay live from SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. Download Fox One and experience the game live. That's what Rob and I are talking about. We got Leon, actor, singer, producer, Super Nick fan, going to join us here in about 5 minutes or so. We chopped it up with him, friend of the show. We'll do it again. Right now, let's take some calls. 877-99 on Fox. I know it is never going to be football or anything like that. We know that NBA, MLB. But a deep run, let alone a championship run, can this men's national team start a revolution, dang it, a soccer revolution for the young kids who are coming up? Can they do it? I think they could. Rob says no. What do you say? Who we got?
Marty in Kentucky. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Marty?
What's up, Rob? What's up, Kelvin? How y'all doing? It's Friday.
Marty.
Doing great.
Rob, I couldn't agree more. Our three major sports are just too ingrained in us. Just like hockey in Canada, that's not going to change either.
Yep.
It's just, I know a lot of it's environmental, what we see and what's marketed, but I don't think it's only that. I honestly believe, I've watched my brother have a third-generation basketball player as a kid, and now I have two third-generation basketball players as children. I almost think that some of these things are not just environmental, but it just starts to become a part of us. It's in our DNA, and I don't think it's changing. I think that soccer could rise in popularity, but it will never touch those three. And
No. I agree with that, Marty. I don't think anything will be touched. Thank you for the call. But I wonder, Rob, could it be like UFC where it was a nothing in the 80s and 90s here, it didn't matter, but now it's about to be in the White House. So it's,
but the flip side of that is that boxing went away. That we know. You know what I mean? That helped the UFC because boxing disappeared and they only had a few fights every so often and people couldn't watch them. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? There was a missing void there.
I mean, you were boxing and baseball back in the 40s, 50s, 60s. It was competing.
It was the biggest thing going. Jeff in Phoenix, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Jeff?
I think the USA Soccer, they simply haven't tapped into our real resources. Imagine basketball without the era of recruiting lower-income kids from lower-income families. So what we're not doing is we have tons and tons, especially here in the Southwest, tons of families from South America. And if you, as a school teacher, I see them on the playground. I wonder, why aren't these kids in club soccer? So they rely too much on the pay-to-play model, and they funnel those kids up in the system. And if you look at the team itself, I think there's only 3 to 4 players that have deep roots in South America, despite the population of Hispanics and South Americans. It's just not tapped into, and it's unfortunate.
Man, who is this again? I'm sorry to get his name.
That's Jeff in Phoenix. And
Jeff, that was a brilliant call, Jeff. Brilliant point. I had a coworker whose sons are really good, and she told me, Rob, about a story where there's a really good kid, and his dad played at a high level, and only thing he wanted was his son to keep getting elevated to these clubs and get to certain types of minutes and didn't want to go here. And so it became where you're not in these clubs, you're not in these cliques, you're not in these, you won't play or it doesn't matter. Meanwhile, these other countries getting kids, like he mentioned, out of poorer areas who are amazing. So that's a great point.
Hey, real quick, one more. Jersey Mike from North Carolina. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio because we got Leon coming up.
Yes,
so
sir.
you got Jersey Mike. You got a minute there. What you got, buddy?
Great, because I actually been trying to call him with a 30-second song that's a parody of the Cheers theme song. I might only have one game left. It's for Wemby, and I still believe they can win it, and I want to put that energy out there. Can you indulge me for a second?
Yes, go ahead.
Making your way to the NBA Finals takes all you got. Wouldn't you like to find a way? Sometimes you gotta go. We're number one in the lottery. 14% chance. And then train him with Poppy, America's Pop. You gotta go where you can't see over his 7'5" frame. You gotta go where everybody knows it's Wemby. Everybody knows it's Wemby. Everybody knows it's Wemby.
Love it.
Yeah.
Rack it. Foul. Jersey Mike.
That might have been fair.
Fair. That's a fair ball. Hey, Jersey Mike.
It's a fair ball. He had a little vibrato, too. Look.
That was amazing.
That was good.
I'm going to put music behind that.
Yes, do that. Do that. We'll play that when Wemby and them come back and win the series. Okay,
I'll tell you, I know who doesn't want to hear it. Leon.
That's right. I got to play that Wemby song to Leon. I mean, he probably will throw up in his mouth.
Yeah,
but all right,
he'll
let's
probably
get
throw
there.
it right now. Leon, actor, singer, producer, joining us after Monty Bolaños gives us an update. Monty, you got some World Cup stuff on? What you got going on?
Oh, yeah, so much of that. Guys, USA, Paraguay, that's going to start soon.
Wait a minute, let me say that. Paraguay.
There you go.
Paraguay.
Paraguay.
The excitement of the FIFA World Cup is now streaming live on Fox One, the official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox One brings the action straight to your screen so you never miss a goal. Download Fox One and experience the FIFA World Cup live. It's a great way to watch Team USA's first game of the group stage coming up at 9 Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. It's USA versus Paraguay live from SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. Download Fox One and experience the game live. Earlier today, out of Group B, Canada and Bosnia-Herzegovina ended in a 1-1 draw. When it comes to the NBA, Game 4 of the Finals averaged 20.9 million viewers, which is the most since 1998. In baseball, Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani out of the starting lineup tonight against the Chicago White Sox. He left last night's game with left knee inflammation, but the good news is that the imaging came back clean, so Ohtani is expected to return as a DH this weekend and make his next scheduled start against the Rays next week. Right now in baseball, the Pirates lead the Marlins 1-0 after 3 innings. The Orioles are on top of the Padres at home 3-1, top of the second inning. Red Sox with a 2-1 lead at home over the Rangers, bottom of the first inning. Back to you guys.
All right, Monty, thank you.
Jess.
Odd couple, Rob and Kelvin on a funky flashback Friday. And by the way, upgrade your FIFA World Cup 2026 setup. Build it like Beckham. And from the living room to the lawn, the Home Depot, and take the fast, free delivery assist. The Home Depot, official FIFA World Cup 2026 supporter, subject to availability. And speaking of the World Cup, don't miss Team USA's first game of the group stage. Going to be coming up, as we mentioned, 9 p.m. on the East, 6 on the West. That'll be on Fox. It's USA versus Paraguay, live from SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. Joined now by our man, Leon, actor, singer, producer, and Knicks superfan. Leon, what's going on, brother?
Leon.
Rob. Why is it that I've been waiting to talk to you?
I know you've been waiting to talk to me, Kelvin. We already had it back and forth, so I already know.
Leon, go ahead, cook. I ain't even go. Just get straight to it.
Leon, before you go off on me, okay, and where the Knicks are, 1 game away from the championship, I do want you to know that I picked the Spurs in 6 games, and you being a singer and producer, I have to break this song out so you can hear it, and then you could go off. All right, here's the
Okay. Okay. Listen, Rob, I surrender. I don't care. I don't care whatever it is you want to say. It's all cool with me. Please, just don't play that song again. Okay, I tell you, I'm throwing in the white flag. You got me. That was my kryptonite right there. That song.
There
right
it is. I got you.
That.
Hey, on the real tip, where were you watching it? Were you at the Garden? Where were you when the Knicks came back to 29 points? Were you at home? Where were you?
Second row. Center.
Look at that.
Right behind your girl.
Who that? Which girl? Taylor?
Who else? Who else they talk about?
Yep.
Yeah. Taylor, okay.
Because they're now like questioning whether she's a Knicks fan or whatever.
They ain't playing with her.
I don't know.
Well, you know the thing is, look, Tess, life in general is a trendy thing. So, we got Knicks fans from all around the country where every famous person now has been a Knicks fan their whole life. You know how that goes.
When I see Jimmy Johnson wearing a Knick T-shirt as an 80-year-old man, I'm okay. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I'm telling you something. It's a beautiful thing. It's bringing people together. It's like every walk of life. Everybody's just so happy. I got Jimmy Fallon hugging me from one side of me. I got who else hugging me from the next side? One of the former Knicks players jumping on me. It's like, it's crazy. It's nuts.
But let me ask you, Leon, okay, so they win, but they were down 29 points. Be honest. Where were you? Were you calling Mike Brown Charlie Brown? Were you distraught? Were you like, we're going to blow this? We went up 2-0 in San Antonio. If we lose this game, we've given it right back to them, and we're in trouble. Where was your head? Give me the mental part right there, first half.
Well, first, I want to just give this game a proper name and definition.
Okay.
It was the agony and the ecstasy.
Okay.
That was this game. If you had to give this game a name, that was it. Because the agony that we were feeling at halftime and in that third quarter was beyond. We waited for this final moment, and here we are down 29 points. We were all looking at each other like, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. And then everyone's talking to me like, a lot of people leaving, they're going home. I said, do you know the price of them tickets?
Ain't nobody going nowhere.
Ain't nobody going home. Ain't nobody going home. They'd rather root for the other team than go home at that price.
Yeah.
Speaking of the other team, Leon, let me ask you, you got to be there second row. What's it like to see Wemby? I haven't seen him in person. I've pretty much seen everybody at least. And Rob,
7'5", right.
7'5", gangly arms, skilled though, not like a big guy, can't move. He's not lurch. What was it like to witness him and to see like, man, this dude is, I would imagine, an alien?
Yeah, I've seen him a couple times, and it's amazing, especially because of how long his limbs are and how easy it is to just throw the ball up to him. He can just put it in from anywhere. I mean, when his skill level improves and he puts on some weight, it's going to be crazy. But what really amazed me was his jumper. I mean, he pulls up from anywhere, and you're not blocking it. That's why I don't understand why anyone gets a foul on him when he shoots a jumper. Like, were you really thinking you're blocking it?
Right. Why are you jumping into him? Right.
Yeah, like, how you jumping into him, touching him? Like, what is that about? Okay? Then that's a waste of time.
Hey, let me ask you, okay, I'm not trying to jinx the Knicks and say it's over or whatever, but right now, who's leading in your mind to be the MVP if they do go on to win? Because obviously they need to get another win, and we're not jinxing them. They have not won anything, but just in the beginning, I think it was Cat because the first couple games he kind of held Wemby down. Then I think it was, Brunson was kind of there. Now OG. So who do you have if we were to say, okay, they win the next game and we got to pick an MVP?
Okay, are you asking me who I think they would pick?
Yeah, yep.
Oh, yeah. Who I think they will pick is Jalen Brunson.
See, I agree with you.
I know. No, the reason why I'm going to say Jalen Brunson, because they want to pick Jalen Brunson. He's the star of the team. He's the story, and he's done nothing to take himself out of that competition. You know what I'm saying? He's only improved himself as far as that category is concerned. Now, do you have a case for OG? Well, if you're looking at the entire body, well, the game is played on both sides of the court.
Right.
And he is been stellar on defense. I mean, everyone keeps talking about that tip, and it's going to go in history. But without the block, there is no tip.
Was that a block or a foul? I've seen pictures. Kelvin, I sent you the picture.
You did.
I've seen pictures, too, but you know what it is? It's a block if they don't call it.
No, I get it. I'm
NBA,
just asking
by the way,
you.
they came out and said, the NBA said that it wasn't the foul. I was shocked. The NBA has come out and said,
Kelvin, you saw the picture. And Leon, you saw it too, right?
I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it, but I'll tell you one thing. I didn't see Fox complaining.
Yeah.
True. I think he knew he shouldn't have. He was supposed to dribble that out like
and Leon, you know basketball. You play basketball, dude. Come on. Like, that is elementary basketball. You have the lead and the ball with 10 seconds to go. You do not take a shot.
Okay.
Were you stunned?
Okay, so this is what I have to say from a basketball perspective. When you're in a game, and especially a tight game, last-minute game like that, and there's a loose ball, and the ball is going towards your bucket, you usually try to scoop it up as quick as you possibly can and just put it in the bucket. Done. Okay? And that's what I think he was doing. He thought there's no way. Fox is one of the fastest guys in the league. He catches it. This is a layup to him. I don't think he even thought OG was going to get to him.
But it doesn't even.
So no, wait. No, I'm not saying he shouldn't have pulled it out. What I'm saying is that you're not thinking then when the ball is moving to the bucket and you're rushing at full speed to get it and realize you have a layup. So what I'm saying, instinct took over there, not thought. Is that the right thing? Yeah, in hindsight, we can kill him for it. But I'm telling you, as a ball player, when that ball is moving and you're moving at the quickest speed to grab and you think there's an open layup here, you take it.
Yep.
Get you out. Yeah, I can understand that too. Real quick, we only got a second. I was going to ask, Game 5 tonight and back in San Antonio, is it a wrap? Tomorrow? Do y'all win it tomorrow, or are we going back to New York?
I want us to win it tomorrow.
You don't want the series to go on, right?
I want to win it tomorrow. I mean, great, we can win it in Madison Square Garden. That's no guarantee. You saw the last game, it took us a tip to win it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
So that's no guarantee. Only one team has even won on their floor. I don't want to take any chances. And if you're watching the same series that I'm watching, okay, these San Antonio Spurs, these young boys, they're about a game away from figuring this out. Okay, and I don't want to be playing them when they figure it out. Okay,
that's a great point. That's a great point.
That's a real basketball.
And when you started this segment, you talked about the agony and the ecstasy of the Knicks that comeback win, and I'm going to tell you about my ecstasy and agony. It's I have the reverse because I was in ecstasy until the bag fell off of her head, and then it was agony. So we're kind of close.
Boy.
Rob, I'm so happy that you have a steady job. And that you don't venture off into these other things that you try to dabble in.
No comedy and no singing,
no
right?
Singing, no comedy. Just stick to radio.
All right.
Yeah, do radio and like let the entertainment world just entertain you, okay?
All right, so Leon, when they win, we're going to have you back. If they lose, we're going to have you back. Either way, okay?
Okay.
Either way.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
All right, buddy.
Locking it in. Leon, man, appreciate you, bro.
Game 5,
Appreciate
New York
you.
Knicks, baby. Knicks, baby.
No doubt. Go New York, go! All right, on the way, we got Shekel City plus your Tyrek play of the day. There you go. We'll do that. It's the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. for me, Rob, me looking at this game, I thought the Knicks absolutely came in and stole this thing and have a history of it. We have a track record of them being down 20-plus games. There's only happened 3 times out of 700 and something times. They got 2 of them. They did it last year multiple times, down 20. Me and you talked about this. The Celtics chucking up all those threes. Game 1 and 2 on the road, the Knicks come back. 22 down to the Cavs, they come back 7.5 left. They've also been on the other side. What you said, fire Tibbs. Give up 14, and you're up 14 with 2.5. They've been on the side of collapsing. All of that yields to experience. All of that yields to, man, keep inching away. And the Spurs, that's been my knock on the Spurs. I think they're a great team. You know, I've mentioned that. But I just think the lack of inexperience, and it keeps showing, Rob. Every game, they've been up by double digits. Every game.
I totally disagree with your analysis of what happened. Totally. Because you just said it. There's a common denominator, which is always teams with big leads continuing to shoot threes. The Celtics lost a Game 7 at home. That's what they did. They missed 9 straight threes. When the Spurs were up 25 points, they shot 9 straight threes and didn't make one of them. Again, that's where you open the door. This is a collapse. Yes, the Knicks walked through the door. They won the game. But if you don't think this is a choke job, one of the biggest in the history of the NBA, and the Spurs were the ones who gave this gift-wrapped this game to the Knicks, you're crazy, because you talk about experience. De'Aaron Fox, is he a 20-year-old? He just got into the league? De'Aaron Fox.
No, he's 28.
Oh, okay, so he's a veteran in the NBA, right? You get the rebound of a loose ball, and there's 10 seconds to go. What do you do, Kelvin? What do you do? He says, I was trying to put the team up by 3. No. The Knicks have to foul you. You dribble around the clock as much time off as you can. You make your free throws. You don't go to the basket. That's a veteran making that move. Wemby let them down. He missed 2 free throws. That was huge during the collapse there. Wemby did the right thing in trying to guard Jalen Brunson. I believe that if Wemby wasn't out there to try to defend that shot, that would have went in. It was just short, right? Wemby was out there, and the Knicks got a once-in-a-lifetime tip-in that could have gone either way. If he tips that ball and it doesn't go in, that's not the conversation you're having. You're having a conversation of how did the Knicks, how did they come in, the Spurs, and even put that on to be in a position to get back to even the series. So, yes, the Knicks did what they were supposed to do once the door was open and they made their shots, and this is what happens. But if you can look at their coaching staff and think that the coach isn't to blame and the play, are you kidding me? Like, this is textbook. We've seen it over and over and over again. When the Knicks came back in those games you're talking about, the Boston Celtics missed 75 out of 100 3-pointers. Live by the 3, die by the 3. And if you're the Spurs and you're coaching, you got to say, we shot the lights out in the first half. They're not going down in the second half. We need a new game plan. They were in the bonus in the fourth quarter. Attack the basket. Get free throws. Get points out of it. All you have to do is stop the Knicks from putting together a 10 or 12-point run by getting free throws, by getting to the basket. This is elementary basketball. All the former players and people I talked to today all said, are you kidding me? They've never seen anything like this because none of it makes sense.
And that
it just doesn't. None of it.
So what I said, Rob, was in order to come back from 29, 20, 18, the other team, either the team that was up, absolutely has to have some boneheaded plays, right? You can't just come back from 29
No,
down.
but I'm just my biggest thing is you're talking about the young team and the guy who made the biggest blunder. Remember, it's a 1-point game, 10 seconds, and you have the ball. Seriously,
but no. So
Kelvin,
right.
that's the game. You just secured the ball underneath the Knicks basket, right? You have it. Mm-hmm. You just got the ball. I mean,
they get the steal. He gets the steal. He goes down, and he in his mind is faster than everybody. He's been probably his whole life.
No. That's not winning basketball.
I'm not saying what he should. I'm talking about his mind. His
come
mind
on,
says,
man. You play basketball. That is the dumbest play I've ever seen.
Dumbest play. Ever. But he's supposed
to.
Yes, it is. Fox Sports Radio, Odd Couple. Big shout out to Leon for just joining us. We appreciate it, man. It's good to talk to him. We'll do it again whenever these finals finish up.
He wasn't trying to hear my Wimby song at all.
No,
man.
he wasn't. He didn't even humor you.
Zero.
He didn't even like play along a little bit. He was like, nah, B.
Nah,
that ain't it. Oh, boy. All right. Don't forget, next hour, still got a lot going on. Mark Funky Co. Medina will join us. Looking forward to that. And we'll also have, we'll get into, of course, our thoughts on Game 5. Getting ready for that tomorrow as well. So still a lot to get to, plus last call next final hour as well. All right, it is now time for Shekel City.
Welcome to Shekel City, the home base for Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
Whoop-de-damn-do. Thank you, DC. It was whoop-de-damn-do last night because I had no bets. Remember, we did not bet.
Right.
So I'm still at 159 and 132. 27 games over 500. 159 and 132. Here we go tonight. Three baseball games. I'm going to take the A's in Sacramento minus 1.5, hosting the Rockies. Then I got the Rays minus 1.5 in Anaheim, taking on the Angels. And I got the Cubs plus 1.5, taking on the Giants. I think the Blue Jays just hit a 3-run home run in the first inning. I'm looking at that game, so we're not picking that. Again, I got Cubs plus 1.5, Rays minus 1.5, and the A's minus 1.5. And remember, Kelvin, I'm not telling you who to bet on.
I did pull out.
I'm telling you who I bet on.
All right. Let's get to your Tire Rack play of the day.
Holloway on the move, turned around the corner. Oh, Canada! You've only got to equalise! And this big day in the World Cup in Toronto has a goal. Ryan Reynolds celebrates. Kyle Larin off the bench with the biggest goal he's ever scored for his country.
They're going crazy in there. Fox on the call right there. That was your Tire Rack play of the day, brought to you by Tire Rack. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive, ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. And I was looking, Rob, I think it might be the 5 Heartbeats by an Edge. My favorite things that Leon did. 5 Heartbeats, cool runnings, above the rim. Temptations was great. Little Richard, Cliffhanger. He was in a bunch of good stuff. I think it's 5 Heartbeats for me.
I agree.
A lot of people say above the rim as well. It's a good one. Stick with your boys.
We are by far.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
USA's first match of the 2026 World Cup is almost here. They're taking on Paraguay at 9 Eastern in Los Angeles, and you can catch all the action on Fox TV. Earlier today, out of Group B, Canada and Bosnia-Herzegovina ended in a 1-1 draw. In baseball, the Brewers on the scoreboard first. They're up on the Phillies 1-0, top of the second inning, but Jacob Mizorowski for the Brewers just threw a 105-mile-per-hour pitch in the first inning. That is the fastest pitch ever thrown by a starting pitcher. The White Sox on the scoreboard first against the Dodgers. It's 1-0 in Chicago, top of the second inning. No Shohei Ohtani in the starting lineup for the Dodgers due to left knee inflammation, but the imaging came back clean, so Ohtani is expected to return as a DH this weekend and make his next scheduled start against the Rays next week. Game 4 of the NBA Finals averaged 20.9 million viewers, which is the most since 1998.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios.
Our
Here's Fox Sports
number
Radio's
two.
Odd Couple,
Number
Rob Parker and
Number
Kelvin
one.
Washington.
On a funky flashback Friday, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington here on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. Hi, it's Rob Parker, and guess what? We need to talk. Stop overpaying for gas. Gas Buddy will help you find the lowest prices right around the corner. That's right. Plus, earn points for an extra 10 cents off a gallon. I mean, these days you need that.
Hey,
download the
every penny
free Gas Buddy app today. No doubt about it. Choose your road to savings. I mean, it's a great app, a great situation there. It makes sense. Also, make sure you check us out on our YouTube channel. Growing every day. We have a lot of people who are watching The Odd Couple on a regular basis. All you need to do is search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Hit that button. And you could also tap the thumbs up icon. You could comment, all that. Again, just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. Obviously, the NBA Finals are underway. A lot of basketball talk here on The Odd Couple. But, Kelvin, you know this. You know, we are a show of the people. You know what's going on in this country. The World Cup is here. So we're always going to keep you updated and be in on it. Don't think The Odd Couple is out sleeping on this World Cup. It just isn't happening.
Facts. Alex, you got something for us?
Rob, is it time for our first World Cup update?
It sure is. Let's do it.
Soccer fans unite. It's time for an exclusive Odd Couple presents the FIFA 2026 World Cup updates. Rob, breaking news. It is still 0-0.
There we go.
Hey, but you know what? 0-0 in the beautiful game, that can still be a good thing, though, because, see, that's what it is. You got to really understand and appreciate the skill that goes into it. It ain't about the scoring. See, that's the problem with you Americans. You always want high scoring, 120 to 125, 45 to 40 football.
The bottom line is that the Odd Couple is out here for the people of the United States as the World Cup enters
Big facts.
Here on this soil.
Go, 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 go.
All right, Here we go. We talked about it with Leon a little bit ago. The Spurs, of course, down 3-1. Should have been 2-2 going back to San Antonio. It's not. They're on the brink of elimination. And, Wemby had some comments. Kelvin, do you have those? Who has those?
Yes.
Or Brandon?
I don't know if we have the actual. We got him, Brandon? The actual sound? I don't know if he can hear me. Well, if he doesn't.
Say again?
Do you have the
Wemby
Wemby sound, or do we have the quotes? I want just the quote from Wemby.
I got the quotes.
Yes, we got it.
Yeah,
okay, let's hear it.
I think it began before that. Can't really explain it right now. I don't know. I think it's just, execution, greediness, some sort. We clearly weren't the most hungry in the second half.
2 days later, do you have a better sense of whether or not the group actually thinks they can pull this off?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, everybody knows we're going to do it. But I don't know if I agree with you. I feel like we need to isolate that one game and take it one game at a time. I think it'd be a mistake to waste our energy on different, on multiple games as well.
Kelvin, of course, they should be confident and feel like they have a chance to win. You don't play professional sports. You don't get to the finals and go, oh, yeah, we have no shot to win. Right. And you got to take it. And he said the right thing. You got to isolate. You can't win 3 games on Saturday. You can only win 1 game. Mm-hmm. And I think what goes into their favor is that they're young. You know what I mean? Like people are saying the whole year, a whole postseason, they can't do it. They can't get there. Do you know what I mean? They can't win a Game 7. Kelvin, you didn't think they could go to OKC, right, and win a Game 7, right. and they did. So all those things are out there, and they have to just continue to do. They got to lead. There's a difference between you ain't ready and you got run off the court. You know what I mean? And got your butt kicked or swept, and you were never really in the series. You never led. We've seen series where teams are totally overmatched. This is where they've had leads, and they've been in control, and they've won a game. They won at Madison Square Garden, like down 0-2 or whatever it is, and had a great chance to come back to San Antonio 2-2.
and played really well in the first half and just, they tanked. They choked in the second half and lost a game that will probably haunt them until they win a championship. And when Wemby, they have a shot. They're going to be in the mix going forward. But this is the right approach. I'm not going to be like, I wouldn't have said anything or whatever. That's not how sports is. They got to ask the question, do you guys think you can pull this off? Can you do it? Can you win and win this series? And it'll be different. I always remember, forget about the Cavaliers coming back, Kelvin, 3-1, right? Which was incredible because the Warriors look like, okay, they're good to go, even with Draymond Green missing Game 5, right? They still had 2 other games. All they had to do was win. 2 of the 3 games were at home. They lost Game 7 at home. Steph Curry with the dipsy doodle behind the back, all that. I still can't believe that pass.
That's why everybody's talking about De'Aaron Fox, the worst player. I get it. That, to me, was worse. Game 7 on the line, Rob. What are we doing? Little behind-the-back pass to Clay out of bounds.
It was crazy. It really was crazy. I get that. But I don't think that they're so far-fetched as if they're on some fantasy. And I was going to say, instead of looking at that one, the one I always kind of think about, and this is me being a baseball guy, is the Yankees had the Red Sox down 3-0. Yeah. And that was, Kelvin, 3-0, never been done in baseball history, right, ever. And the Yankees to win Game 3, which was in Boston, right, was 18-6. The Yankees won 18-6. Never won another game and lost and became that team that gave up a 3-0 lead. Right. A 3-0 lead and lost the championship. And that was during the Yankees' run, you know what I mean, of winning all those World Series. And they have been there before, done that. Mariano Rivera couldn't get it done. Dave Roberts was the guy who helped them win that Game 4 that got the ball rolling. They beat Mariano Rivera. So my point is that, on paper, does it look like it's an impossible task? It does. You can't make a mistake. There's no room for error. You can't lose a game, can't give away a game, can't throw the ball out of bounds or whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. But I think they have the right approach, which is we're here. Nobody thought we would be here. We just have to play and take one game at a time and not get caught up with the daunting idea that you have to win 3 games because you can't win 3 games at one night. You can only win 1.
First of all, they already won the NBA Finals. If we're going by Kenny Atkinson's logic, they analytically have won this already,
Rob. That's why Kenny Atkins is home. That's why he's home, right?
They analytically have already won this. And I'm being tongue-in-cheek, but I'm also being serious in that, look, I picked the Knicks in 7. The Spurs can be sitting here and saying, man, we should be 4-0, maybe 3-1, or at least 2-2.
3-1 is more realistic. 3-1,
or at least 2, and you could even say maybe at minimum 2-2, right? Because they've led by double digits in every single one of these games. They've outplayed them multiple quarters. I mean, there's been plenty of times where you're like, oh, the Spurs look like the better team throughout this series. They just couldn't close it, or they have a bad stretch, or they don't call timeouts, or they make a boneheaded play here or there. And so that's why I look at this team as they're young and dumb enough to not look at history, which is 37-1. We know the 2016 Cavs. They're young and dumb enough and have no reference point, Rob. And I think this is where being young helps them. They don't have a history, right? If you're James Harden or a Donovan Mitchell or a Chris Paul or other guys who people say you never get it done or you always fall short.
Right.
That stuff plays in your head. You maybe Kobe Bryant even talked about it. When he talked about when he went 6 for 22, 7 for 22, he said I wanted it too much. I was tight. I was forcing it. Like we got to beat the Celtics. There's history. It's Lakers. It's Celtics. And you're doing
it's
too much.
Game 7, right?
Game 7, and I got to get this done. And remember, I'm trying to stack up as many rings as I can without Shaq to tell him I can do it. The Spurs, fortunately, don't have that. So I think it's easier for them to kind of hit themselves with the Men in Black little laser. Boop, forget it. move on because they don't have history behind them. You never get it done, Wemby. 12 years, you ain't won nothing yet. Stephon Castle, you're overrated. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have these baggage coming in. They're young, they're hungry, they're energetic. Hey, we lost one. Wipe our hands. We should have had it. So even as picking the Knicks, don't look at the Spurs as a team that's going to fold. Don't look at this team as a team that's going to be so downtrodden and blue from that 29-point letdown that I fully expect them to come back and fight and be right there in Game 5. And even if they lose, Rob, it won't be because, they lost it mentally, they were checked out, they didn't have the heart. They may lose just because, hey, the Knicks are a good team and the Knicks have beat them twice in San Antonio. But it won't be because they blew a lead. It won't be because they quit. It won't be because they folded, and just mailed it in. I think this team is built differently than that. So I give them a lot of credit. And again, I think this is where the youth may actually help them in that I don't have a history of this. I'm locked in. I'm ready to go. And let's go play. Whereas sometimes having 10 years of experience where you failed, you missed shots, James Harden never gets it done, all that stuff can carry extra weight. They don't have the baggage or the luggage of history and years in past, and that can work in their favor.
Yeah, I'm with you. There's no track
what I
record
mean?
to say that they can't do it.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
They don't have a track record. And if anything, if they wanted to pull back on and grasp anything, couldn't they go, we just won, we just beat the defending champs, and we beat them in their building. We went there, nobody gave us a chance at doing that, or a few people, I should say. You know what I mean? Gave us a chance.
Almost 30 on them, So I just think this team, again, even if they lose Game 5, right? It's been a competitive series, so it's not far-fetched for them to lose, but I just don't think it'll be like other teams have been broken by something. They were broken by a loss, broken by a missed shot, broken by that. I don't think they'll be broken. If they lose, it'll be just, hey, the Knicks finally, they were on it. Maybe all three of their guys have a great game at the same time. But I just don't think, even though somebody who picked the Knicks to win the whole thing, I give the Spurs team credit that I don't think that is I think they're built differently than just simply, being a broken team. And I expect some resilience and a pushback and a fight from them. And again, short history, work in their favor, man.
All right, we want to hear from you, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Where are you when we talk about the Spurs? Do they collapse? Can they not overcome what happened, the 29-point letdown? Here we go. Can the Spurs become the second team ever to come back from down 3-1? Can they do it? Are they young enough, dumb enough, you know what I mean, really, to be able to pull this off? Or are they cooked? Where are you? We'll continue that conversation next with you. It is The Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on Fox Sports Radio. And remember, The Odd Couple, where we deliver insight, not noise. And we value your calls. This ain't a frustrating podcast where you can't get through. Call us, 877-99 on Fox. We want to hear from you. And you know what you need to do on this Funky Flashback Friday. Stick and stay.
For all the greatest FIFA World Cup 2026 updates in the US of A.
Rob G., Charles Barkley had something really interesting to say about Jalen Brunson.
That's right. We're counting down tip-off of Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Knicks up 1-0 here in San Antonio in this NBA Finals. And Charles Barkley, friend of the show, friend of the program, was on PTI earlier this week with Michael Wilbon, Tony Corners, and more friends of the program. We love all those guys.
Absolutely. I know everybody.
And even though Rob's on the Wemby train, and rightfully so, there's a lot of people right now jumping on the Jalen Brunson bandwagon, including our friend the Chuckster, who had some very high praise for the diminutive point guard.
Listen, I said this a few years ago, I think Brunson might turn out to be the greatest free agent signing. I'm not talking about LeBron and Kevin Durant and guys like that, but I think Brunson, if he's able to deliver a championship to New York, it'll be the greatest free agent signing in NBA history. There's nobody knew he was going to be this good. I didn't. You guys, nobody. No. When New York signed him, they didn't think he was going to be this good. He's turned them into a perennial contender. They went from never being talked about to the conference finals last year. Now they're in the finals because of Brunson. So if he's able to finish this journey, Mike, it would be the greatest free agent sign in NBA history.
I think, Keith, you can go first. And I think he even had to stop himself because there's some big free agents who have done way more than Brunson. I get it about the caliber compared to the other guys. But, Keith, what's your take on Barkley in this?
Yeah, first off, job not finished, job finished, job not finished. They still have to go out and win the finals, okay? I understand.
I agree with that. I
understand Charles has to, have some hot takes. He has to, have a hyperbolic take, like something like that. He's got to say something like that with his chest. I'll say this, though. For the New York Knicks, it's already set in stone. NBA all-time, it's tough to say. I guess, I didn't like the part where he said not talking about LeBron and KD. Why not?
Right.
They won championships joining the teams that they joined, but I guess it's because it felt like they joined super teams, right? They joined a team that already had stars. This Knicks team didn't have stars when Brunson came here. The credit goes to Leon Rose. It also goes to Rick Brunson. Leon Rose was an agent with CAA. Rick Brunson was one of his clients. They are close, like family friends. And when they took a chance to bring Jalen here, Knicks fans, right at WFAN, I remember doing shows and talking. People thought it was a mid move. They thought that they were like they didn't understand why they were doing it. They're like, this is typical Knicks. These guys don't know what they're doing. Why are they doing this? And the Knicks never have a point guard. They finally found their point guard. And look where they are today. And look at how polished this dude is, how much of a lion this dude is. Nobody knew that, but you know who knew it? Leon Rose, Rick Brunson, and James Dolan, who hired Leon Rose to do the job. So I think for the Knicks, it's set in stone. And I think you can mention it with LeBron and with KD, even more so because he did not join superstars like Steph Curry or Dwayne Wade. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, they started to add around him. They went out and added Cat, OG Anunoby, Bridges. They added guys around. Even had to go add Josh Hart. They added to Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, I don't think you can make that claim in the NBA, and I get it. The Knicks haven't won since Moby Dick was a guppy, so I get the reason why Barkley would even say that because it would be monumental. They haven't won since the 70s. You know what I mean? Yes, they went to the finals before in 94. They went in 99. I get that, but it's been since the 70s that they actually won a championship. So it would be huge. But when you look at LeBron going to Miami and then, going to 4 straight NBA finals, right? Winning 2 championships, KD by himself elevated what you think about the Warriors, right? As good as Steph and Clay and Draymond, they choked down a 3-1 lead. What happened when KD got there? They became unbeatable. So you can't poo-poo KD's presence and what he was able to do with Golden State. They begged him to come, Keith. Why did they beg him to come? They just choked down a 3-1 lead, the first team in NBA history to give up a 3-1 lead in the finals, right? So
yeah, I think when you think about it, though, it's just because we all knew it was game, set, match. Remember back then they were calling KD a cupcake. It wasn't that type of thing. I think a lot is to be said about how you enter and, kind of under-promise and over-perform for Jalen Brunson.
We left out one other guy, and Shaq, and the Shaq factor, right?
But he was joining Kobe.
Okay, but they went and got him for a reason, and when he got there, they became a juggernaut. They won 3 in a row, and they went. What did they go, Rob? 4 out of 5? Rob G, 4 out of 5? I mean, I'm just saying, his impact, that's another free agent. He was a free agent.
Sports Radio. Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, and we are, of course, on a funky Flashback Friday, feeling good. By the way, the excitement of the FIFA World Cup is now streaming live on Fox One, the official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox One brings the action straight to your screen so you never miss a goal. Download Fox One and experience the FIFA World Cup live. It is a great way to watch Team USA's first game of the group stage. Coming up at 9 Eastern, 6 p.m. on the West, it is USA versus Paraguay live from SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. So download the Fox One and experience the game live. In about 6 or 7 minutes, we'll have Mark Funky Co-Medina joining us. Get to talk some NBA Finals with him as we get ready for Game 5, tipping off tomorrow. All right, let's get some calls, Rob. 877-99 on Fox. You picked the Spurs. I picked the Knicks. We disagree on that, but one thing we both agree on is that this team is young and dumb enough to actually believe they can pull this off, and I think that the inexperience or the youth not having extra baggage of years of failures and years of people doubting you and you coming in too tight or trying to
They haven't failed, right?
They haven't failed yet, and not to mention, I think it does help. They've been up double digits every game in all 4 games. So I think there is for them, like, we should be in a better position, and I think they'll carry that into Game 5. What do you think? 877-99 on Fox. Let's get some calls.
Can they do it? Can they come back from 3-1? Andrew in Bakersfield, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Andrew?
Hey, guys. I wanted to get on the soccer, if that's okay, real quick.
Real quick.
All right, because I was on hold. So I went and watched the women play at a Buffalo Wild Wings, and people were chanting, USA, USA, and it was just an amazing experience. So I encourage people to get into groups and watch the games. And the reason the women were so good was because of women's rights in America, or the U.S. And that's about all I got, guys. Thank you.
No problem, doubt. Andrew. Thank you.
Yeah, we have obviously with Title IX and so many other things, we give our women a lot more chances than some other countries do for sure. All right.
No doubt. Rob in Memphis, where I'll be on Sunday. How about that? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Rob?
Hey, what's going on? A whole lot of Robs in the building up in here.
I know.
Too many Robs.
I got a big wedding to go to in Memphis on Sunday, so I'll be there.
All right. Come on, man. We'd love to have you. Get you some barbecue while you're here, too. But, hey, check this out.
No doubt.
I actually called with the soccer talk too, man. It's soccer time in the USA. I believe the Spurs going to take this step, get that out the way. But Kelvin, first and foremost, my brother, I love you for trying. But our brother Christian Pulisic plays in Serie A. You said Series A. We pronounce it Serie A. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to be petty.
Hey, no, I appreciate that. I love that you are that aware and into
You're on it. Yes, that's fine.
Yeah.
We don't know everything.
Yes, sir. And the other thing is, I think what's being missed is the way to grow soccer in this country, I truly believe, is through video games. You reach the kids through video games. My kids who are in their teenage years argue with me about players from the 80s and 90s in the NBA because they love NBA 2K. And so they are aware of, all the previous eras. They've learned the rules of the game. I mean, they watch the real game as well, but they learned a lot through a crash course of being able to play video games.
Hey, Rob, let me jump in real quick. I'm going to tell you something, how accurate you are. When I was at the other place, they did a huge study on all of this. And we were in a meeting, and I said, did FIFA World Cup or FIFA have anything to do with kind of this, like they're starting to see a surge in popularity of soccer? And they said, absolutely. People playing FIFA, the video game, gets these young people into it. So now they see the game, the matches, and they know the players. They know the skill. They know the offensive sets. So you're 1,000% correct about that. I thought that was a crazy question I asked some years back, and they said absolutely FIFA, the video game, has helped.
No, that's well said, and I think right now it's time to go crazy on advertising for the FIFA game. Get those kids into it, and then we'll truly see the game grow here in America in the next generation. Love y'all.
All right, hey, Rob, thank you. Rob from Memphis.
Series A, Rob, thank you. Brother says Series A.
How about Greg in Texas? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Greg? How are you?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Yeah, I just got my Buc-ee's stop in. A road trip back from Houston to Austin. Still still trying to figure out how I watched that game unfold, and it fell apart with my Spurs. Been a Spurs fan for 20 years.
You had to be sick to your stomach. I don't know what else you could do. I mean, after having a first half like that and then to choke it down, come on, Greg, you had to be sick.
It was baffling. I mean, there was a point when I could only just laugh. I mean, all right, it's down to 15. Okay, they're on that's what the Knicks do. First of all, the Knicks don't die. They don't die. Like, you can't kill that team until the clock goes 0-0. It's literally impossible. I mean, hats off. I mean, I love the way they play basketball. It's incredible. You can't kill them. And San Antonio was smoking them. The Spurs were smoking them. I mean, how about my man Dylan Harper? 20-year-old, like, taking it to the rack, taking it to Cat around the rim is incredible. And, again, the way it fell apart, Mitch Johnson standing there on the sideline staring at, I don't know what, maybe a timeout, maybe something. We don't know. Everybody in Spurs Nation is up in arms about De'Aaron Fox. I get it, but he saved Game 3.
But he should know better. He should know better. I mean, he's a veteran guard. He's not a kid. I'm sorry. He should know better.
Hey, I want to hear more. Hey, I got to get to Buc-ee's. All I ever hear about how lit Buc-ee's is. You ever been to Buc-ee's? You know what Buc-ee's is, Rob?
No, I haven't been to Buc-ee's, right.
So that's why he brought it up. When it's this massive gas station truck stop that has any and every, from clothes to food to snacks to book. Like, it's just anything you would ever need. So people get all excited when they go to Buc-ee's. It's like in the South, somewhere, only in the Southwest. So I got to get to Buc-ee's at some point.
I had a friend named Bucky, but that was about his teeth. That was all that was. No.
You heard what Leon told you earlier. Okay?
Sorry about that.
Leon, listen
Larry in Virginia, you're on the Odd Couple,
Rob.
Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, Larry?
Yo.
Hey, what's going on, man? Love the show, Rob. Love what y'all doing, Kel. Y'all my
brother.
guys, man. I'm originally from Philly, but I live in Virginia because I own a restaurant out there. But
What kind of restaurant? What kind of
Let's get that out
restaurant?
the way. The Broad Street Deli. It's in Alta Vista, Virginia, the best cheesesteaks in Southwest Virginia.
Nice.
Hey, we don't believe it, Rob, until he FedEx a dry
we need
freeze
to
or
taste a
something.
couple of
We
those.
got to taste it.
Bro, wherever you at, we can make it happen. But just Google me, you'll see. But at any rate,
right.
Spurs, Rob, I'm going to say naive, not dumb. They are naive enough to believe that they can do it.
Okay.
But as far as failures, there's no way that you can be up that many points in a finals, set all of those records, make all of those shots, and then have a total collapse. So they may not have collapses as in terms of years past, but they have fresh collapses that are in their mind that they have to carry into these next games. So,
Okay,
yeah.
that's fair. And the only reason I'm going to say it differently, and I hear what you're saying, and it's fair, is like when the Celtics missed their last 9 threes to lose, this season was over. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like that's the only difference is what I'm saying is
they're living and dying by the three. That's clear.
Let me tell you, they were up 25 and took 9 straight threes. That's coaching. That's coaching.
Thank you. Yes, and that's the other thing. Why is nobody talking about coaching? There's no way you have double digit leads in the finals, your teams lose, and you just blame the players. That's coaching, bro.
No, it's for sure coaching, and that's why. But where Rob, obviously, we are agreeing that the coaching is bad. Obviously, I don't want to fire Mitch Johnson, but
it's horrible.
This was my point of.
It's horrible. For this level, and for all of the accolades that the Spurs have, and the level of excellence that this organization has been presenting the NBA for years to come. Pop is probably Pop is going crazy right now. Y'all know Pop probably he having an aneurysm.
For sure. The only reason I would say he might not be he's definitely going crazy. But the only thing I'll say, Rob, real quick before we break, is I think they jump like let's say you're like Mitch Johnson's our guy. He's 38. He's about to be our coach of the future. You won 30-some games. I think you win 50, you have a good season. I don't think you thought you were going to jump to winning 60-plus, and now you're in the finals. So almost like he is learning on the job when you didn't think that was going to happen. So go ahead.
But I got to give you one example, and you know it because it happened in your town, and you saw it firsthand. When the Knicks went to the second round with Rick Carlisle. They did.
The Pistons.
Pistons.
Yep.
And they still made a change because they thought that they could improve that coaching spot. Do you see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I know who's out there available, but you have to take a serious look and go, can we get somebody who's better now, not hoping he grows into the job? Do you see what I'm saying, Kelvin? Like if there's somebody.
I get you. I just don't think that, you get what I'm saying? Like I think they thought, man, we're about to keep growing, keep getting better. We got a good coach. We got a young coach. I don't think they expected themselves to be in the finals where he's now coaching and learning on the fly in the finals. They probably thought, hey, first, second round, then we do something next year. So I think the Spurs even got caught off guard where everybody's young, including our coach.
See, here's and real quick, I know we got to go. The last thing. If they were getting blown out and they in this series and they really didn't have a chance, then you could grow with the coach. Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the players, but you're saying, wait a minute, we were up in all these games. We should have won 3 of the first 4. Like you start to look at that. And if we coach better, would we be up 3-1 instead of down 3-1? And the answer is yes.
Yeah, you're right. And that's why
a real
I think
answer.
They might have to they have to go, whoa, kind of shake it off. Like, I didn't expect to be here as a franchise.
Right.
Now what do we do? To your point, because I think they love the guy and would love to move forward, but I think they look at their team now like, we got a for real championship caliber team. We might have to. So I think, again, I just think they jumped so fast, almost 30 games, bro, that everything is shook like, whoa, how did we get here so fast? We can ask Mark Funky Co Medina that same question. He's joining us after Monty gets you updated.
Guys, I can't wait for Game 5 of the NBA Finals to see how the Spurs respond to the Knicks at home. But Game 4, it averaged 20.9 million viewers, which is the most since 1998. USA is getting ready for the first match of the World Cup, and the excitement of the FIFA World Cup is now streaming live on Fox One, the official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox One brings the action straight to your screen so you never miss a goal. Download Fox One and experience the FIFA World Cup live. It's a great way to watch Team USA's first game of the group stage coming up at 9 Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. It's USA versus Paraguay live from SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. Download Fox One and experience the game live. Earlier today, out of Group B, Canada and Bosnia-Herzegovina ended in a 1-1 draw. When it comes to Major League Baseball, the Brewers currently lead the Phillies 2-0 bottom of the 4th inning. But Brewers pitcher Jacob Mizorowski pitched 105-mile-per-hour pitch in the first inning. That is the fastest pitch ever thrown by a starting pitcher. He's also struck out 9 batters so far, and it's the bottom of the 4th inning. The Astros have scored 9 runs in the first inning. Yordan Alvarez with his 23rd home run of the season. They're blanking the Royals 9-0. Bottom of the first inning about to start. The Cardinals and the Twins are tied at 1, top of the 2nd inning there. Dodgers lead the White Sox in Chicago 2-1, top of the 3rd. All Blue Jays against the Yankees in the Bronx. They're up 5-0, bottom of the 4th inning about to start. The Reds lead the Diamondbacks at home 2-1, bottom of the 3rd, just like the Red Sox, who lead the Rangers 2-1, top of the 5th. Guardians lead the Tigers 2-1, bottom of the 5th. Orioles have extended their lead over the Padres. It's 6-2, bottom of the 4th. And the Marlins have taken the lead from the Pirates. It's 3-2, top of the 7th inning. And lastly here, guys, the whole situation with the Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby continues. In fact, Oklahoma Attorney General is calling on the Big 12 to suspend Brendan Sorsby. In a letter to the Big 12, the Oklahoma Attorney General said that the conference should sanction Texas Tech if the Red Raiders don't do the right thing. Back to you guys.
All right. Thank you so much, Monty. Appreciate it. We are the Odd Couple. He's Rob. I'm Kelvin on a Funky Flashback Friday. Make sure you stream us live wherever you happen to be. Just get the iHeart app. Catch us on all your favorite Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7 in the new and improved iHeart app. Search Fox Sports Radio in the app to stream us live all day, every day. And be sure to select Fox Sports Radio as one of your presets in the iHeart app. It's always going to pop up there. We're now joined by Mark Funky Co Medina, Fox Sports Radio NBA Insider. Mark G_Medina. Give him a follow on X. Mark, what's up, man?
Kelvin, Rob, been enjoying your passion debate about these finals. Glad to contribute to it.
Thank you, buddy. You know that the Odd Couple, passion is our middle name.
Rob, where you want to start with it?
Let's start. Let's go backwards before we go forwards, Mark. And Kelvin and I, we had, of course, the Spurs left the door open, and the Knicks had to make plays and make baskets, and no one's taking anything away from the Knicks having to make the plays and the baskets to win that game. I just thought that was as bad of a coaching job and that I had seen. I can't believe you would be up 25 and take 9 straight threes, and you shot the lights out of it. You know how it works, Mark. You know, basketball is a way of evening out the percentages. You're not going to shoot 75% from three the entire game. What did you take away from that? Was that coaching to you? Was that De'Aaron Fox making like the biggest bonehead play I've seen, where you have the ball in the lead? What did you take away? What did you leave after seeing that?
Yeah, what I took away is all these things can be true. Knicks are resilient, but the Spurs, coughed it up and handed all these things to silver platter. They didn't get in their own way. They would have secured the lead. You mentioned about De'Aaron Fox. That was, I think, one of the most boneheaded plays I've ever seen in NBA playoff history. You run out the clock. It doesn't matter how fast you are. You have the lead. You got to protect it.
You have the lead and the ball, Mark. It doesn't even make sense.
Yes, and even in today's NBA, statistically, they'll say, okay, to compete for a championship, you got to make threes. But if you're not making them, you got to play percentages. I was there when the Rockets and the Warriors played in 2018, when Houston missed 27 consecutive threes. Yep. At some point, you got to go to Plan B. So, Rob, I know that you've loved giving Mike Brown nicknames as Charlie Brown, but I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but Mitch Johnson apparently was known as the maestro growing up because he was seen as this person that knows how to make all these intelligent decisions. That was the opposite of maestro decisions, of the three-point ball. And, look, I get through the series, maybe at least game one, giving him some grace of going with De'Aaron Fox, of the vet, having trust. But at some point, you got to go with what's working. And Dylan Harper's clearly the better player. It's not time to be political. That you did that during the regular season. So it's been a lot of shortcomings across the board.
Yeah, you mentioned that Dylan Harper. When I brought that up to Rob after, I believe it was game one, where he didn't play him down the stretch and he had played so well. He didn't play him at all. And I think he's stuck in that, well, these are my starters. I have to close the game with my starters. When it's really like, use him like Manu Ginobili. You got the prototype. He might not start, but daggone for sure he's going to finish. And that's what I would like to see with Dylan Harper. He's been incredible. But let me also ask you this. I go to the Knicks side of things, and I don't know if there's been a more resilient team over the last 2 or 3 years where they just keep doing that. Rob brought up the Boston Celtics. Last year, the Knicks down 20 in game one and game two. They come back in both of those. They come back against Cleveland last series. I mean, what is it about this team that until it's triple zeros, they are like, we can still win this thing?
Yeah, well, to be clear, I mean, both things can be true, but I have to establish the caveat. Both last season, this season, their playoff opponents had a lot of flaws, injuries, shortcomings, so that was a factor. But as far as what's controllable with the Knicks, their effort's always consistent. And, they have, quote-unquote, stars with Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns, but, A, they aren't always playing like stars, but, B, they play as a team. It's not about who's getting the ball, how many shots are people getting. Their identity starts on the defensive end as well as, making hustle plays and having good ball movement. So, that's helped them overcome leads, helped them overcome Karl-Anthony Towns' foul trouble, overcome slow starts for Jalen Brunson from a shooting standpoint. So all those things are good, and you need that in the NBA playoffs. And you contrast that with the Spurs. They're not handling adversity well. They're getting by because they're very talented, they're very athletic, and they have depth. But, to my surprise, I knew, okay, this is their first playoff experience, but they seemed pretty mature for their age during the regular season, and they also have some established veterans like De'Aaron Fox. But during these playoffs, even with the Thunder series, I haven't seen their resiliency or, their kind of mental fortitude or togetherness being a factor. It's been more about their talent carrying everything.
Let me say this. When you talk about even the Knicks coming back from these leads, when they beat the Celtics missed 75 out of 100 three-pointers. Like Kelvin, when you talk about teams coming back, there's always a factor of
when you shoot threes, you give people easy baskets on the other end of the floor. It's a recipe to give up a big lead if you're not making them and you just keep forcing the issue. How about Jalen Brunson has not been efficient by any stretch of the imagination, but I think they would go out of their way unless he has an awful clinching game to give him the MVP. Would OG be somebody you would vote for, or would I think Cat was the talk the first couple of games when they held Wemby down? Where are you as far as potentially being an MVP?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, look, voters might vote for him because of the whole clutch part and his leadership and the narratives about, oh, he's undersized, he can't win a championship. But I think if you're going on performance, he's third at best, maybe even fourth because Victor Wembanyama's playing, but with exception of Jerry West in 1969, player on losing team rarely wins it. I think the Knicks are going to win it. So I think it's between OG Anunoby and Karl-Anthony Towns. OG, yes, we all know the game-winning tip-in that he had, as well as the block on De'Aaron Fox, but he's been very consistent throughout the series. And with Karl-Anthony Towns, even with that slow start in Game 4 with the foul trouble, defensively, he's been mostly good against Victor Wembanyama, and he's been very aggressive on both sides of the ball, and he's been a great team guy. So I think it's a toss-up really between Cat and OG. Now, some voters may go for Brunson, but even with that, I would be very surprised if he winds up winning it.
All right, we got to leave it there, Mark. Appreciate you as always, man. Game 5 should be great tomorrow. We're all looking forward to it.
Who you got, real quick?
Oh, I think Spurs only because home court, but Knicks will close it out in 6 on Tuesday in New York, and I'm looking forward to next week, Rob. You said if the Knicks win a championship, that's when you'll sing your flowers to Charlie Brown. So I'll be sure to.
You know what? It's so unfortunate. I'm on vacation next week. So
of course you are. Of course you are.
No, we're going to call you, Rob. We're going to blow your phone up, Rob. We're going to call you. Absolutely. Thank you, man.
But guess
Appreciate
what?
It, Mark.
If the Spurs come back and win it, I'm taking off a
here.
vacation. Wow.
Oh, that's so Rob of you. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. All right.
Appreciate you guys.
No doubt. All right. So the economy, some things making a World Cup, it's been a little difficult for some people, Rob. We're breaking down what we mean. It's the Odd Couple on a Funky Flashback Friday. Shout out to Mark for joining us. Stick with your boys, Fox Sports Radio.
All right, so you got some Wemby conversation.
I mean, Wemby, let's just get to it. On the Spurs end, he's your best player. He's your anchor. He's your tone setter. Ephraim was in for you yesterday, and he was talking about how what makes them so tough, what makes them play so hard is that their best player, their leader, and I completely understand that. But the one issue I'm having with Wemby, and you know how I feel about him, the issue is Wemby has to walk the walk. He talks it. We saw I should be the MVP. He gets Defensive Player of the Year. And I love his honesty. I think I'm better than this person. I think I should have won this award. I want to be the face of the league. All that matters if we win it. We got to win it or nothing else matters. He is talking the talk, and I love it, but he ain't consistently walking the walk, Rob. He's walking the streets of New York. I see him drawing statues. I see him walking around. By the way, the person who hit him in the back of the head with an egg, that was crazy. That was wrong. Y'all got to relax in New York right now, throwing eggs at people. But my issue with Wemby is he's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I get good Wemby, I get bad Wemby. And when you walk through what we've gotten from him, let's start with the bad Wemby. The bad Wemby, Rob, is Game 1. Came out, Knicks got physical with him, pushed him around. He wasn't prepared for that, and he goes 6 for 21, 28% field goal percentage in that game. He turned the ball over 6 times, and he looked terrible. And he looked like Bambi, the long, gangly legs. He looked lost out there. And so we're saying, well, what's going on with him there? Why is he off? And then you go back to game 4 last night. Wemby looked atrocious. Again, 9 of 25, 36%, misses 2 free throws horribly. He's not being dominant. He wasn't as dominant on defense as he normally is. His team was terrible the second half from threes. He didn't settle them. He didn't say, guys, I got to hop on my back. I am the best player. Shea shouldn't be MVP. This should be me. And so he's been talking the talk. And I don't mind it. You know how I feel. But when you do it, you got to walk it on the biggest stage. We're all watching. We're all waiting. And from time to time, he's shown us. Now he's had some good him, right? We talk about game 3. Where, of course, he ends up getting the win. He silenced the Madison Square Garden. All the hype's there. The president's there. He comes out 11 of 8, efficient, 61%, gets some boards, makes some big shots, calms him down, and he's exactly what you would hope from him. So we've seen that from him where we get these games where he's solid. Game 2, he's pretty good. 29, 9 boards, 4 blocks, 11 to 21, so he's above 50%. So right now, he has to find that consistency, Rob, where we can etch it in the books, like the greats. I know what I'm getting from him night after night. It ain't really going to be my issue with him. It's going to be you guys. What am I getting from you, as Shaq likes to always say, from the others? So Wemby has to silence this right now. He has to silence these, I'm talking all this, I am that, I'm face of the league, I want that, and I love that he wants it. But, brother, I need you night in, night out. I don't need you to be up and down. I don't need you to be inefficient. I don't need you to abandon when we talked about in game 3, starting down low, 4 for 4, a bunch of got some easy dunks, easy put-ins. Don't abandon that. And I think right now, he's so talented, so gifted, he hasn't figured it out yet. I can bring the ball up. I can shoot threes. I can hit mid-range. I can even, do some jump hooks. He has to lock it in and find his space. So that's my issue right now with Rob. All right, Wemby. You keep telling me, you keep saying after the loss, all we're going to do, we're going to come back. You'll see it's only 1 or 2 options, and it's going to be the second option. We're going to come back and win. I need you to show up and show out night in, night out, Wemby, so that the other guys can have an off night or other guys can be up and down, but not you, Mr. Face of this team, supposedly going to be the face of this league.
Yeah, I think your expectations are ridiculous and just out the box. It's not a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. He's 22 years old in his first playoff run. You really expect that every night if every night, Kelvin, if every night at 22 years old, he's giving you 30 and 18 boards or what, like, where's this? If that's what a 22-year-old is going to give you in his first playoff run, I think your expectations are out the box. Kobe Bryant shot air balls in his first postseason, right, at the end of the game, and he learned from it, and he built from it and developed it. Nobody said, oh, Kobe, you think you're all this? You're walking around here like Michael Jordan and with your tongue wagging and the wristband on your arm, forearm or whatever, and all of that, and you sound like MJ, and you're shooting air balls. This is a growing process. I think you're grossly unfair to Wemby and not realizing where he is. I don't care how big he is and what he's supposed to do. He's still a 22-year-old kid who's learning to play the game at this level in this league, and there's going to be growing pains. I don't know anybody who's ever been great who didn't have growing pains.
Fox Sports Radio, Odd Couple, Rob, Kelvin on a funky flashback Friday. Mark Funky Co-Medina just joined us.
This is
Appreciate
Foxy.
That. Oh, yeah. This was jam. I know you was on the roller skating rink with this one. Appreciate that. Check out the pod. We'll have it up for you. By the way, train to push past the pain, not athletes, just people. Trafficked every day right here in the United States, sometimes by someone they trusted during the World Cup. Help us break the silence. Visit bluecampaign.gov/World Cup to learn more. Paid for by the Department of Homeland Security. And speaking of the World Cup, don't miss Team USA's first game of the group stage. Going to be coming up in a matter of minutes. So it's 9 p.m. on the East, 6 p.m. here on the West. USA versus Paraguay, live from SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. So we'll keep you updated with that match. throughout the day. That is coming up shortly. Rob, we were talking about it. So the last couple of weeks we hit it once or twice, but tell me your thoughts on just where we are with big stuff happening, including, of course, the World Cup and just pricing and ticket sales and all that.
I think, the empty seats and tickets not being sold out or whatever, I really think it's economy-based. I mean, the World Cup is a big deal, right? Mm-hmm. In a city like Los Angeles, which has a huge Hispanic population, seriously, and loves soccer, right? I'm not speaking out of turn or whatever.
Nope.
The idea that they're not buying, it's not sold out and you can't get in, it has to be economic because the tickets are so, Kelvin, expensive. Gas is expensive, food, everything. Like, there's a lot of stuff. And you gotta be able to justify in your mind and be like, I'm willing to give up $1,200 to go to a soccer game now. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, it's the problem with essentially everything right now. You want to go see Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Bruno Mars, Chris Brown, Usher, whoever, cashing out $700, $800, $900 for a ticket, $1,500 if you want a great seat. Going to the World Cup, all of that is very difficult. And so the same thing happening here. Now they say that there's 350 tickets left in the primary. Then they got another 2,500 available in the secondary market. And to your point, what do you think the cheapest is?
$1,200.
You've great guess. 1,129.
I'm just guessing. I did not know what the number was.
That was a great guess. So again, it's just difficult. We did a whole story on the news station, Spectrum News 1. Of course, I anchor the mornings there. And to park, how much do you think parking is? They're telling you. It's not a guess. They already know. They say if you
150.
Nope, more. Keep going.
More than 150 to park your car?
Keep going.
Hell no.
Come on, Kelvin.
$300. $300. Exactly,
to
Alex.
Park?
$300. They're telling you in advance it's $300 to park. So try to use the Metro system. $300. So a lot of this stuff is making it
Rob
difficult.
would never.
Everything's getting priced out, man.
You know I ain't going. I would.
Everything's pricing out the average person, man. I tell you right now.
We are Blackboard.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in, and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
The World Cup continues with the USA taking on Paraguay. That's about to start right now from Los Angeles, and you can catch all the action on Fox TV. Earlier today, out of Group B, Canada and Bosnia-Herzegovina ended in a 1-1 draw. Game 4 of the NBA Finals averaged 20.9 million viewers, which is the most since 1998. In Major League Baseball, Yordan Alvarez homered twice in the first inning. His second homer was a grand slam, bringing his total to 24 on the season, which ties Kyle Schwarber for the most so far in Major League Baseball. And the Astros lead the Royals 9-5. It's the top of the second inning. The Brewers are shutting out the Phillies 5-0, top of the sixth there. Jacob Mizorowski pitched a 105-mile-per-hour pitch in the first inning for the Brewers, the fastest pitch ever thrown by a starting pitcher. Dodgers lead the White Sox 2-1, top of the fifth. Blue Jays up on the Yankees 5-3, bottom of the fifth. I'm Amancio Bolaños.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin
Welcome
Washington.
in, hour number 3 on a Funky Flashback Friday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. And buckle in for this final hour of the program. And I'm not going to bail out, Kelvin. I'm not going to bail out on you. You know why?
Why?
Kelvin, because even though my vacation is starting in 1 hour, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you, all I have.
Man. Stay strong.
Stay strong. 1 more hour. And the world's biggest soccer tournament is here, and you can trade every match on Kalshi. Download the Kalshi app and use the code ODD to get $10 when you trade $10. Kalshi. Trade on anything. And again, don't forget also YouTube, our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. All you got to do is search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Again, just check out the YouTube channel and watch us live. Just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. And you know we're the Odd Couple, but when it comes to soccer, we got you front and center, and we're going to give you a World Cup update right now.
Soccer fans unite. It's time for an exclusive Odd Couple presents the FIFA 2026 World Cup updates. Rob and Kelvin, I'm here to report the game has started. It's 0-0.
Thank you. Appreciate that. We'll continue.
What would we do without Alex, right? What would we do?
I don't know. 0-0.
Foul!
Excuse me. And it's the thing about the beautiful game, Rob, where you got to appreciate it. Because at the end of the match, even when they go to extra minutes, it might still be extra time. It still might be 0-0. So just enjoy the beauty of it because you never really know.
Where's Monty?
Is she there?
She's here.
I am Hizzle.
Right, Monty? It's extra time.
It is extra time.
Wait, why is she supposed to know, Rob?
There is no extra time, though, in this group play. The extra time, everything will end in a draw unless when we get to the knockout rounds, then it will go into extra time.
Now, Monty, we're expected to beat Paraguay. And the expectation is for us to do what we've done the last two, we get to the quarterfinals, but not much more after that.
I don't know if that's the expectation. That's a high expectation.
That's what I think.
Yeah. I think that's a little bit high. I said to Alex yesterday, I was like, round of 16. Monty. Round of 16 for me is a feasible expectation. But
round of 16.
You said maybe even further than
I'd say higher. This might be the first time that we actually in the U.S. history make it out of the top 8.
Wow.
There's a simple factor.
At some point, my gosh.
Well, yeah, because it's just like if you use the simple thing of going through like European heat waves in here, it is extremely hotter here than it is in Europe. So it's supposed to play like a big benefit of why they added now these like stoppage water time. But I'm telling you, like this team is so good. It's probably the best we've seen on a national level. The only thing stopping them is themselves because U.S. players get very pompous. They get very in their feels. And if we come out early and take the lead, the game is ours. But if they get scored on us early, like they did against Germany, that's the issue. So I think personally, they will make it out of the top 8 this year. It'll be the highest they've ever done.
We got you on the record, Alex, and we're going to play this back.
I would love it.
I'm with Alex. Why not?
That's what I'm saying.
Done.
Well, because they haven't done it.
Right. Why not? Because they haven't done it. Exactly.
Because history has not told me that they...
Oh, but Monty, don't maybe start preaching. History would have told you you wouldn't come back from 29 down in an NBA Finals game.
No.
But
the Knicks, that's all. The Knicks only do that. They did that last year, multiple times.
Now it wasn't 29 down.
But it was down 20 a few times. Like I'm not surprised about the Knicks, but I'm just saying, like the history of U.S. men's soccer, it has not been good. They have not. Alex and I had this conversation a few days ago. The U.S. men's soccer for a really long time was picking players based on athleticism. They weren't picking soccer players.
I agree with that.
So like this starts when they're kids who they're looking at. So if this started changing maybe 5-6 years ago, I want to say, there is a chance that they do something. But you have to show it. Like there's no reason for me to believe.
It's been 8 years with this team. They've kind of put it, and once they knew that we'll be here at the Olympics here. So, but at some point it has to be done, right? At some point. So I'm hoping.
All right, we're going to shift here to some basketball. And, Kelvin, there's news about LeBron and San Francisco or whatever you want to call them, Golden State Warriors.
I need
and
some more
Steph
enthusiasm
Curry.
in your voice, Rob. Aren't you
I'm
excited
not
about this?
enthusiastic. I told you I'm not going to be enthusiastic about this. I'm going to give you high energy on this for the final hour before my first vacation in 3 years, but I'm going to do it. Go ahead.
Well, the rumors are right now we could see a Steph and LeBron union, and they're just hanging around, and some anonymous source told NBC Sports Monte Poole that both sides are very intrigued with the idea of teaming up, and he said, quote, I know it seems crazy, but there's at least curiosity on both sides. This wouldn't even be a conversation 5 or 6 years ago, and it might not happen now, but there's enough there that we shouldn't ignore the possibility. It's mostly up to LeBron.
So he didn't say
Rob
anything.
Parker, what you saying?
Yeah, he didn't give you anything. He didn't say it's going to happen. He just said like not to ignore it or whatever. It's like covering yourself. Do you know what I mean?
So
like,
if we right, it might happen, but it won't. It may be, but it don't.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I will tell this for a little more context.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Ramona Shelburne reported, of course, at ESPN, and Adrian Wojnarowski back when he was there, that in 2024, the Warriors made a really big push to try to get LeBron before the deadline. And LeBron at that time, neither Lakers nor James was willing to explore a potential trade there. So point being that there is some history of the Warriors trying. Did a little context there.
Too late. $1 short. I'm not buying it. And let me tell you something. This would be a bad look for LeBron. It really would. Here's one of your contemporaries, one of your peers, right? The guy who has beaten you 3 times. You're teaming up with him at the end? Does that make any sense? Because if you did win, guess what? Steph would still have a leg up on you in the LeBron era. Like, it doesn't make – it looks bad. Like you're chasing. Like, you know what I mean? And you need to go join somebody in order to win. That would be your legacy. That's all you've done. And the one time you didn't chase, you came to L.A. and you won, in the bubble, and that's good and fine and whatever. But my point is, I just would stay away from Steph and that whole thing. They haven't made the playoffs, right? What is it, 3 years? They've been in the play-in game, but they haven't made the playoffs in like 3 years. You're going to an old team. You're going to Draymond and Steph, and
Jimmy Butler.
I don't get it. I really don't. If I'm LeBron James, that is not how I want to end my career. And God forbid it goes south, that you wind up going, you know what I mean, to the Warriors and not making the playoffs or making the play-in or whatever it is, and you get knocked out in the first round. To me, it just sounds like it's desperation. If I'm LeBron, that's not what I want.
We have an update? Oh, we do. I'm watching it. Oh, yeah, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a go!
Go!
US 1, Paraguay 0.
Yeah. I'm watching it live, too. That was nice.
There you go.
That was nice. There we go. We're on our way, Alex. I'm with you, baby.
I've already said it off air. It's going to be 4-1. Mark my words. USA's here to play.
Yeah, I love what I'm seeing. I'm seeing some camaraderie and who is that with that great move across the center
Pulisic,
field
he's
there?
literally our
Pulisic.
superstar.
Yeah, that was Pulisic. I couldn't see them. I got it on my little computer here.
See,
but that
Rob,
was a
that's
great
why I
move
wanted to
get
tell
it
you
started.
guys earlier. Like, the reason why U.S. soccer hasn't done better is because of this. We don't have superstar talent that's on an international level. This one kid alone is our Messi. That's why we needed this.
Series I was informed. Series I.
Well said.
So, now, can I be honest? I hate these jerseys. But whatever. Get the job done. Good stuff.
All right, give me your LeBron take. Are you
so
cool
here's
with him
my
going to
take,
Golden
Rob.
State?
Here's my take. Dang it. Go ahead and make the Expendables 26. Bring all the old heads together like they do in Expendables. So Dolph Lundgren, Sylvester Stallone, Terry Crews, Bruce Willis, Wesley Snipes. Dang it, why not? Because you know what? Who'd you pick to win the NBA Finals? The Spurs. Who'd I pick? The Thunder originally. And the point is, these young teams are about to have it on lock. And the Knicks might win it now. And then you got maybe another team in the East. The Celtics might regroup, get it right. My point is, it's a wrap for the Lakers. it's a wrap for the Warriors. So you might as well put the Expendables back together and have some fun. And I tell you what, Rob G, I normally make fun of him for liking old people stuff. He's always about the old people, the movies, grumpy old men, all that good stuff. Dang it, put this in there, and I'm with it. Now, this ain't going to be critically acclaimed. It's not winning an Oscar, but it might make $400 million at the box office. It'll be fun. It'll draw ratings. Everyone be all in, and it will be just an exciting way to say, all right, LeBron, you up out of here, and Steph, you may be a couple years behind them. Because they ain't winning nothing in upstate and Golden State, and they ain't winning nothing with the Lakers that's comprised. Because it looks like it's going to be these young bucks for the next handful of years, Rob. So go play, put the Expendables back together, see if they can do something, win something, make it fun. It'll be entertaining either way. I'm with it. Why not, Rob? Because it's the Spurs. You see what the Spurs are doing. You see what the Thunder. The Thunder should have won it if J-Dub ain't hurt. So this is where we are.
I don't know about that.
I mean, that's how I feel. If he played more than 53 minutes a whole 7-game series, I think they're right back in the finals, giving the Knicks a run for their money. So why not have a little fun, man? See if the old heads can have some fun, do something, put a last-ditch effort, and go out like some Expendables 48 or whatever number they on.
Yeah, I think this is LeBron's history. I told you before, when they erect that statue in Cleveland, one hand a basketball and in the other hand a suitcase. And this will just be so fitting that he's going to yet another place. He's not going there to play out the string, right? I thought the idea is trying to win one more or try to convince people of doing something special. Because all I heard when Luka came here was, what if LeBron and Luka, nobody want to see LeBron and Luka. Do you remember all that, Kelvin, 2 years ago?
I mean, I think that still existed this year. If they went 19-2, I believe it was in March. Best March
They weren't beating any of these guys. I'm telling you, these young guys. I don't buy
the
it.
idea of seeing a healthy A. Reeves, healthy Luka, and a healthy LeBron was intriguing, for sure. But the Spurs, look at the Spurs, okay? They look ridiculous. Look at the Thunder, especially if they get, J-Dubs healthy. Let alone if they do something crazy like, trade and get Giannis for Cheddar, some first-round picks. Dude, they got 2 first-round picks this year, the Thunder. Like, how ridiculous is this, man? The rich getting richer. So, go team up. Let's see how many assists LeBron can get throwing passes to Steph for 3. Draymond getting to play with his best friend, his mentor, his buddy, and LeBron. It would be very entertaining, Rob. I mean, ultimately, I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think he stays with the Lakers. If you're making me put a wager on it, he stays with the Lakers. But I'd have fun with it. Screw it. Why not? Put the Expendables.
All right, 877-99 on Fox. Would it be a weak move for LeBron to join forces with Steph and the Warriors? I think it would. Kelvin, of course, is all in. He's kumbaya.
It'd be fun.
All that kind of. It won't be fun. If those guys, I don't even know if there's enough room on the court with all those wheelchairs going on there. We'll continue that conversation.
They'll borrow
next
one
with
of
you.
yours.
877-99 on Fox. 877-996-6369. It is the Odd Couple, where we deliver insight, not noise. We value your opinion. We want to hear from you. The podcast can't do that, but we're a radio show, and we want to hear from you. So you know what you need to do here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
For the greatest sports talk show in the U.S. of A.
Heard. Obviously the Knicks have been on this run at one point in time, 13 in a row. Then they lose game 3, and they bounce back in a ridiculous, crazy way last night. Was just, amazing comeback for them. Epic collapse for some people, how they view it with the Spurs. I know that's how you view it. But the constant has been, to me, throughout this postseason, Rob, for them, and I think they've been fortunate for this, has been OG Anunoby. Matter of fact, somebody just said something hilarious. They said, my daughter going to be mad to the mug when I name her Anna Noby. And OG Anunoby has been incredible for them. And in fact, throughout this postseason, I've made mention of it a few times, that he's quietly just been the best player on the Knicks. Not that we know Brunson is the engine. We know he's the face of the team. And we know Cat is more talented. We know that. But the just constant for this Knicks team has been OG Anunoby round by round. And every team kind of has to have that guy that I might not get the headlines, I might not be on the marquee, but you can depend on me. And he's become that for them. And it's been a reminder, too, for I was telling this earlier last hour, Rob, he is a champion with the Raptors, and I think he obviously was able to learn something from that experience, learn some of the steady and even killness from Kawhi Leonard, because he has that. And he has been absolutely the guy that they can depend on just for constant and consistency. You're talking about a guy averaging 21 a game during this postseason, 6 boards, couple assists, steal and a half, couple of steals, and it is shooting at 48%, 40 from 3. He's just been the guy. And then can guard essentially 1 through 5 for them, which has been huge. Being able to put him on the best wings, being able to put some bigs, being able to throw him on Wemby for a lot of possessions. And every team needs an OG Anunoby type of guy in order to win. A guy that you can say, I know so-and-so's a bigger name. I know that guy might be the all-star. But at certain points, he's our best player. And he's been their most consistent throughout this postseason. And I think that saved them. Brunson has been actually inefficient throughout this postseason. You and I have talked about it. He's some hero ball at times, or even when he's not hero ball, he's not making his shots. And credit to Spurs, their big wings, Castle, Vassell, all these guys on him, Kent Champagny, different guys giving him different looks. It's been tough for him. Karl Anthony Towns, what's been the knock on throughout his career? The up and down ride, the inconsistency. One game he looks committed, and he's had a good run with them. So I do want to say he's improved with that. But he's had a couple of games where you're like, dang, where is he? I wish he was more assertive. I wish he's more aggressive. And OG has just been that guy. And you want to talk about, Rob, I really was thinking about this. Other than Jordan in that 98 Game 6 versus the Jazz, where, of course, the last dance, the last hurrah with the Bulls for him, where he strips Karl Malone, gets the steal when Karl was trying to post up, and then he comes down and he hits the game winner for Byron Russell. That back-to-back plays by Anunoby, the block on Fox, and then the tip in, I mean, you talk about being rewarded for your effort, being rewarded for playing hard night in, night out, being committed to that team, to go chase down that block and not concede the layup. And obviously we know Fox should have dribbled it out. I agree with that. But to go get the block, and
but you think he's not going to try to chase down and block the shot? Or I'm just saying, you're making it like
he got the block. I'm saying
no. Okay, I thought you were talking about the effort to. You said to run it down and
right. I'm saying to chase it down, to get the block, to not.
But
concede.
I'm just saying, like that's a part of the game. You wouldn't just stop and try to let him score.
But you actually went and
no,
got it.
I get the play, but it sounded like you were making the idea that him putting in the effort to. No,
I'm saying a guy going to get the block when you could, just dang. He goes, he gets it, and to not watch. Human nature is you watch Brunson. That's Brunson. He done made more big shots than pretty much anybody over the last 5 years, and it's only 4 seconds, and he chucks it up. But to go in there, jump over everybody, and get the tip, that sounded crazy. And again, it's been remarkable for me to watch him throughout this postseason. And now I always say this. The regular season is where you make your name. The playoffs are where you make your fame. OG Anunoby has made his fame.
So if it was 2-2, say that shot doesn't go in, where is he on your meter as far as MVP? Oh, I'm just curious.
The tip in makes the difference because it was a winning play, right?
No. I get it. I'm just asking you one question. Would he be in your top 3 if it's 2-2 going back to San Antonio? Say he tried to tip it in and it didn't go go in.
Because now you're including both teams, right? Yeah, so now it's in no order. It would be Wemby, Brunson, Anunoby, somewhere in that mix. Because he's outplayed Karl Anthony Towns now. He had 28 game with that 3. He has 30-something last night. And so now Karl Anthony Towns, unfortunately for the Knicks, has taken he's regressed. Fox Sports Radio. It is the Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin, on a Funky Flashback Friday. Been a great show thus far. Thank you to all our guests so far. We had Mark Funky Copedina, Leon joined us as well, so appreciate all of that. But first, we got to give you an update on the score right now in this match between USA and Paraguay. I like when you do it, Alex. Hit me with it.
I've developed a soccer voice now. I'm so invested in this game, boys. It's 1-0. U.S. up over Paraguay. Still 20 minutes into the first half. Back to you.
I'm not going to lie. That voice with the sounds in the background, I would have thought I was really watching the match.
I know. Wow.
Pulisic has never looked better. Rodriguez is up for the goal, but I can't tell you more, boys. I'm locked in.
Alex, you might have missed the call,
Alex,
brother.
are your teeth brown? I just want to make sure.
Shoot.
Rob, you know I had them cleaned for the event. But yes,
Rob,
they are.
it's 2026. They got better. They've gotten better. They've gotten better.
Rob, if you
they don't have chlorine in the water.
Rob, if you judged my teeth off of which way I'm looking, you'd go in circles.
What is it, fluoride? They don't have fluoride in the water.
Fluoride, yeah.
That's
Fluoride.
Now they got pool in there, pool water in their daggone toothpaste. That man said chlorine.
How dare you?
Hey, the excitement of the FIFA World Cup is now streaming live on Fox One, the official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox One brings you the action straight to your screen so you never miss a goal. Download Fox One and experience the FIFA World Cup live. Listen to the Odd Couple as well. And our updates from Alex, who might have to get a new nickname whenever you do these. You might have to. All right, 877-99 on Fox, Rob. There's some, alleged reporting going on that there's some consideration from LeBron and Steph to actually play together. I say screw it. This might be the last hurrah. How fun would that be? Let's just have some fun because this is Young Boys League now. And you say no way. Excuse me, no way, no how. 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
Antoine in Los Angeles. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Antoine?
What's up, Uncle Rob? What's up, Uncle Kelv?
Yo.
How are you?
I'm good. I don't really have a dog in this fight in the finals, but, being a fun Mexican here on the West Coast and being named Antoine, I got to go with San Antonio, I guess.
Okay, that makes sense.
Racist.
But if the Knicks win it, good for them. But it's pretty much all but over. I'm sure we're all assuming not. I really doubt.
No. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. We're not doing that. Antoine, I do want to ask you: do you want LeBron to go to Golden State and play with Steph? Yes or no? Where are you?
You know what? I'm not a Laker fan, so I can really care less. Man, I really don't care. I guess, you know what? Go to Golden State. Why not? Just make the story a little more interesting, I guess.
Yeah,
all right, Antoine, we appreciate you. Thanks for calling, my man. Thank you.
Yeah, I picked the Knicks, but I still, hey, it ain't just a foregone conclusion now.
Right.
Not this Spurs team is, man. These young boys, I tell you, they are difficult. They are. Mike, I know the Knicks got to be like, ain't they supposed to be easy? They're young. My gosh.
And the story. The story that we really haven't talked about.
What's that?
I think we did mention it, but Josh Hart was let off the hook because when he missed that dunk, do you know where he would have been had that been the missing the dunk and they lose that game?
Non-blocking out Stephon Castle.
Am I right?
2 free throws that put him up one. Yeah. And let me add to that. You know what it reminded me of? It's the opposite because they won the game. George Hill has been let off the hook because of J.R. Smith not put. George Hill missed that free throw. You make the free throw, you're up one with 10 seconds left or whatever it was, and you go off and you win, and you never know what happens after that. But him missing the free throw, he got off the hook because J.R. Smith did the blunder, didn't go up, and ran out the clock. So, it happens in sports. And Josh Hart was definitely let off the hook for
no
sure
doubt
on that one.
All right, Chili Tim in Atlanta. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
Chili.
Yo, what up, Rob? What up, Kelvin?
How you?
What up, bro?
I'm good, man. Rob, I didn't catch. Where you going for vacation? Where you going at? I didn't hear.
So I'm doing a little baseball tour. I got a couple of weddings to go to. A couple of my mentees are getting married in Memphis and Baltimore. Doing a little Cincinnati Reds game and doing a Chicago Cubs game. That's my vacation this year.
Okay, so they're your mentees with sports, not marriage, right? I hope.
What's that?
I said, I hope that they're your mentees on sports, not marriage.
Oh yeah. Not on marriage. Hey, Chili. All I tell them is don't do what I did, and you'll be married for a long time.
Okay, great advice. I think LeBron. I actually want to see it happen for two reasons. For one, I'd love to even see them compete, maybe win the NBA Cup, get expectations up just for the fizzle to, for it all to fall apart. And then two, it'll give me another piece of ammunition against the cult members of the LeBron cult to say, this is another reason why he can never top Jordan. Jordan never really chased teams. People came to him. He didn't have to chase anybody. And, again, LeBron. And why would he get the same flag that Durant got for going and doing it, but LeBron gets off the hook? I guess because he won more or something, whatever the case may be. But
when did he get off the hook? That's all people say about him in Miami.
Well, no, because the minions of LeBron still say, they look at it as being different, and the media didn't come down on LeBron as much. I think
I'm so confused right now. Chili, that's the reason why people hate him, because of the decision. You know that?
Well, again, people had common sense like me and Rob, but the cult members, they can't see straight. So it would just be another nail in the coffin for me to give to them, say this is why this guy is not the GOAT.
I hear you, Chili. There you go.
No doubt.
I'm with you. I think it's a bad move on his part if he does it.
If the 15-year-old who we thought that everybody put that pressure ends up being the 1A, 1B, or the second best ever, that's still a win.
Brandon in Riverside, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, B? How are you?
I'm good, guys. I'm good, man. How y'all doing?
Doing well, brother.
Good.
Are you? We're just watching little.
Are you
soccer,
working or you off? What you got?
No, I'm working right now. Right now.
I figured that. Yeah.
But you know what? At this point, I'm pretty sure the city of Los Angeles don't care if he goes. They probably want him to go. I think this is just one of those many things that LeBron's just trying to put out there, have his people to put out there, because he wants to stay in L.A., but they won't. He's just trying to make it seem like that everybody wants him.
Right.
Well, I do think the Lakers want him. I just think they want the right deal, B. I think.
Because what do the Warriors have that the Lakers really need right now? They don't have anybody that they truly want over there to match up with Luka and AR. So it's just one of the LeBron things, his minions or Rich Paul putting out there to make the Lakers feel like, oh, maybe we might need to keep him. Because, it'll be a nice show for Steph.
B, we got to interrupt you because Alex. Go.
Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, I can't handle the score. We've done it again. Blokes, we've done it again. It's 2-0. USA goal. Bell again from the post. He comes off the top pitch and he scores. Back to you.
There you go.
Hey, Alex, I'm not going to lie. You're killing that, bro. You are killing that. Make sure you tape off this saving. You need to use this for something. I don't know. Audition or something. You're killing it, bro. 2-0.
Hey, Alex, do you like to eat? You like to eat lamb for dinner? I mean, I'm just like everything that you got going is just. I don't know. I can't tell you from the United States.
I'm sorry, Rob. I've miscalculated your approach there. Could you say it again?
Fish and chips, Rob. Fish and chips.
Fish and chips. Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Blokes. Hold on, real quick. They took the goal away due to the camera replay. They called it not fair, and it was offsides, I believe. It is still 1-0.
Offsides. Oh wow.
I can't handle this.
Oh, that's
so,
outrageous.
Alex, we're supposed to play that rewind thing.
I cannot play it on myself, but I will.
now play the.
There you go. Yes.
Oh,
Blokes, I have terrible news. I've just received word from the online side referees that it is not a goal. We will not be cherishing and relishing in fish and chips at the pub tonight. We will be marrowing in our sorrows. It's still 1-0. Back to you.
1-0.
1-0.
All right,
Hey,
now Monty got more details, right?
Yeah, Monty, what you got for us?
Yeah, guys, they just called offsides on that goal. So, unfortunately, USA up 1-0 on Paraguay. They're in the 30th minute of this match. Now, I know that goal was a own goal by Paraguay, but in reality, Pulisic and McKennie deserve a lot more credit for that first goal from the U.S. Earlier today, out of Group B, Canada and Bosnia-Herzegovina ended in a 1-1 draw. The excitement of the FIFA World Cup is now streaming live on Fox 1, the official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox 1 brings the action straight to your screen, so you never miss a goal. Download Fox 1 and experience the FIFA World Cup live so that you can catch the goals. What just happened? It looks like this was not called offsides. USA up on Paraguay 2-0 in the 31st minute of this match that comes out of Group D. Alex was right on the money. They came out, and it's going to be... Look at Alex. Already 2-0. Way to go, USA against Paraguay. Whew. All right, moving on.
Alex, you might be right. You said 4-0. You might be right.
I'm telling you. I don't mean to interrupt Monsters award-winning update, but I'm telling you, this team is insane. It's going to be 4-1. The only reason I say that, when they get a little too chippy and eager, they'll leave something open, and their defense is not the best. So,
but we'll see. Was it not? It wasn't Balogun?
It might have been Balogun, yes.
It might have been? Oh, yes.
Again, he got his goal back.
He got his goal back. Okay, all right.
He's the Belligan man. Oh, that's the Mulligan man.
Okay, Rob. Make it to vacation, Rob.
Make it to vacation.
You only got 30 more minutes, Rob.
Okay, all right, I'll be quiet.
Caution.
Rob, caution. In baseball, guys, let's check in. Jacob Mizorowski has been on a tear for the Milwaukee Brewers. I just want to make sure he's still in. He is still in the game. He's pitched 8 innings. He has 14 strikeouts, and the Brewers are shutting out the Phillies 6-0. Bottom of the 8th inning. Yordan Alvarez with 2 home runs in the first inning. The second one was a grand slam, bringing his total to 24, which ties Kyle Schwarber for the most so far in Major League Baseball. Astros lead the Royals 9-5 after 3 innings. Cardinals are on top of the Twins 3-1, top of the 4th there. White Sox are pulling away from the Dodgers. They were down, not anymore. It's 8-2, bottom of the 6th inning, about to start in Chicago. Yankees have scored, but the Blue Jays are still up in Toronto 7-5, bottom of the 6th inning. The Mets and the Braves were tied, not anymore. New York is on top 6-2, bottom of the 3rd. Diamondbacks and the Reds are tied at 2, top of the 7th. Red Sox pulled away from the Rangers. They're up 7-1, top of the 8th inning. Orioles lead the Padres 7-3, top of the 8th there. And the Mariners are shutting out the Nationals 5-0, bottom of the 2nd inning, about to start. The Marlins already defeated the Pirates 8-3. Miami has won 6 in a row. And when it comes to the NBA Game 4, because we're going to have Game 5. Game 4 was one of the most watched games since 1998. It averaged 20.9 million viewers. And no, LeBron should not go to the Warriors, guys, because then Steph Curry can say, so I helped KD get a ring and I helped you get a ring? Okay. LeBron can't go to the Warriors.
All right, so
back to you guys.
He get a ring out of this.
If they get a ring, it's going to be Steph Curry helped LeBron
what if
and
LeBron's
Kevin
the
Durant.
MVP of the finals?
He went and joined Steph Curry, though.
And he wouldn't have won a finals with neither one of them, KD or LeBron.
But what I'm saying, he went and joined that team that is Steph Curry's team.
I get your point. No, I get your point.
Like,
but
if they were to reunite on a separate team, like, let's just say they both end up on the Knicks. I'm just throwing the Knicks out there because they're a popular team.
Right.
Then I think I would look at it differently. But if he joins the Warriors, that's Steph's team. Like, Steph, you know what I mean? That's the only reason. Yeah.
I think it'll be, depending on, like, if you're pro LeBron, you say, so what? He was the finals MVP and he led them. You know what I mean? If you're anti-LeBron, you say, see, he had to go join. Like, you could use the argument either way. Mm-hmm. Because that's part of the argument against Steph Curry. Mm-hmm. And Rob and I agree with that is KD was the best player on that team, period. So you can't just say, like, he went over there and he had to do it. Yeah, they recruited him. And KD won both of those MVPs, and he was the best player.
They begged KD to come there. They begged him.
So it's all however you want to, you know what I mean? You want the narrative you want.
Sure.
All right.
By the way, Monty.
Yes.
Go, 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 go. All right. Rob, get ready for 40 days of me screaming that at you.
That's why my vacation is coming up very quickly.
All right. Thank you, Monty. Appreciate it, as always. It is the Odd Couple here on a funky flashback Friday. We've had a bunch of going on as well, but I want to get to this story here, Rob. It's an interesting one. So you have a doctor, a surgeon to be more specific. He is the Dodgers and also the Rams physician, Neil Atrash, if I said that correctly. And he had to explain that he referred UFC star Conor McGregor back in 2021 to a steroid specialist. And the whole point is Conor McGregor had a big-time injury, broke his leg. He sent him there to get some work done and said, hey, here's a specialist. And he said that he went to the specialist. He followed all the rules, but he did prescribe. It's go to the specialist to prescribe him steroids. And, of course, then you have MLB. They jumped in and said, we want to have a conversation with you because you're a doctor for the Dodgers. You're a doctor for the Rams. He said, quote, I've spoken with MLB, and I'm very comfortable with the process that the league and I will complete to assure that the public that I've followed every rule and regulation and medical treatment of athletes without exception. My record is completely clean, including in this case. I will leave it to MLB officials to provide any further comment as they see fit. So this makes it interesting because he did prescribe McGregor to go to this particular person, a specialist who would prescribe him steroids to get him healthy. Once he was healthy, he said he went back on the normal regimen without those. But for recovery, he did recommend the steroids. What do you make of this?
I think it's a bad look for the MLB and the NFL that a doctor who is a doctor for two teams where that is frowned upon. It's against the rules. You know what I mean? The idea that you're sending an athlete and telling them to go, do juice to get yourself back together. It's a slippery slope. I don't think that he should have been the referral. I think he should have said, let another doctor refer you. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't. It's a conflict of interest because it does look funny.
Though, Rob, go ahead.
No, it just looks funny because who else is he sending there?
And that's what. So what makes it interesting is can't speak yet on the specificity of who he was sent, but we know other folks that he's performed surgeries on. So. You got Shohei, Clayton, Tony Gonsolin, Walker Buehler. If you go to the Rams side, you got Cooper Kupp, Cam Akers. He's done some other athletes, prominent ones. You got the late, great Kobe Bryant. He's had Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow. So he's like a list of, athletes, performance sports surgeons in the States. So it's one of those, he's the guy. And I think what makes it interesting is, I think I live in a world where I don't accuse athletes of doing things, but nothing would shock me. You get what I mean? Where I know these guys are trying to perform at their absolute best. Does it have to be the ones that are on the rules? No, but I think, athletes find the next great thing before it becomes a rule. You get what I mean? So if there's some cream that is not technically on the list, I'm not shocked if an athlete is using that cream if they believe it's going to give them the performance they need, the rehabbing they need, the coping with pain. But
if there was no big deal, they wouldn't want to speak to him. Do you know what I mean? Like seriously, if I'm
I don't think it's not a big deal. No, I'm just saying. What I'm saying is it wouldn't shock me. I'm at the place in my life.
I got you.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, from his standpoint, the idea that he thought he could do that and there would be no pushback or ramifications. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get it. Hey, I can't refer you to a guy who does issue steroids or juice. You know what I mean? I can't refer you to that person. I'll send you to another doctor. Do you get me? Mm-hmm. To another doctor. He can send you there. I work for Major League Baseball and the NFL. I'm shocked that he thought that would be no big deal.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I do. And so it's interesting. You have a UFC fighter, Anthony Smith. He said on a podcast, Believe You Me Pod, he said back in November, he said that the reason McGregor pulled out of that fight back then was the UFC drug testing pool was obvious. This is his what he believes. He said there's only one reason you would do that. He's looking jacked as blank. You keep seeing videos of him flexing in front of mirrors and screaming, and he's huge and he's healed really fast, really fast.
Right.
So also on a podcast host, Joe Rogan, that McGregor's impressive physique and the USDA testing loopholes. So maybe he knew the sport, Rob, the doctor. Maybe he said, y'all testing ain't as sophisticated as MLB, NFL, because none of the folks that he's worked on have ever failed any tests in either sport. So maybe he said, look, I know the game. I see a loophole. You guys have, some different types of things in the MLB and NFL, PAs. So you can go do this as long as you get off it by a certain amount of time. So maybe he did that specifically for Conor McGregor in a specific sport as opposed to MLB and NFL, where they're much more highly scrutinized and much more watched. People are watching it with hawk eyes. That would be my guess.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope, and I think the other sports have a right to check in on it because it just doesn't feel right. Who was the guy for the Patriots who got? I always want to get it mixed up. Was it Wes Welker or the other guy, or who's? No,
the other slot receiver, Amendola.
You know what I'm talking about.
And then Julian Edelman. I think it was Edelman.
Right.
Was it
Edelman? Hey,
yeah.
Brandon, who was the one who got busted for juice? And remember, he was working with Tom Brady's guy, and then what happened? Bill Belichick banned him from being there. Do you remember that?
Yep. I'm just pulling it up to make sure. He was suspended the first 4 games back in 2018 for violating the league's performance-enhancing substance. He was PED policy. So, yes, I was right. It was Edelman.
It was Edelman, but that was Brady. He was working with Brady's guy.
Yeah. I'll pull his name up. But, yeah, what's the guy's name? Gorg? Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I have to get his exact name.
That's just my point.
And he kept him out of the facility. He was done with him. So, Robert Kraft, you're right. He kicked him out.
He kicked him out of the facility after that. Right. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Last call time. Let's get there.
Last call time. That's right. Rob's last call before he takes a break. Alex Guerrero. I was trying to get to that. Alex Guerrero.
Alex Guerrero. There you go.
Yep. TB12 Sports Therapy Center. All right. Let's do it like this. 877-99 on Fox. It's the number to call. Last call. You want to get in. Your chance to do so. I'm going to get back to this game, Rob, to see if we get another go, 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 go. It is the Odd Couple on a Fox Sports Radio on a Funky Flashback Friday. Stick with your boys.
It's last call time on the Odd Couple. If you want to take and couldn't get in all show, here's your chance. Your call's important to us. Call us at 877-99 on Fox. Hurry up. Rob and Kelvin got to get out of here.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
Fox Sports Radio, Odd Couple, Ron Parker, Kelvin Washington on a funky Flashback Friday. Been a great one thus far. It is closing time. And if you missed any of today's show, be sure to check out the podcast. Just search The Odd Couple wherever you get your podcasts. Please follow us, rate it 5 stars, give us a review, all that good stuff. Greatly appreciated. Just search The Odd Couple wherever you get your podcasts. You're going to find the full version and the best of version right at the end of the show. All right, let's get to it. It's now time for Last Call.
This is the Last Call.
Last Call.
It's Last Call. Last Call time on The Odd Couple.
Go! One time it makes sense, right? Go! All right, let's get to it.
Soccer fans unite. It's time for an exclusive Odd Couple presents the FIFA 2026 World Cup updates.
Blokes, I can't believe my eyes! It's Bellingham with his second goal of the World Cup premiere for USA, and Bellingham is on his way to a hat-trick. I'm sorry, Last Call. We'll go
Alex,
Thank
I
you,
don't know what
Blue.
you can do with that, but you got to do something with that, Alex. I don't know what it is. Alex, you're a hidden talent.
You are. My goodness gracious. All right, here we go. Eric from Austin. You are the last caller here on The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What you got, Eric?
What's up, Rob? What's up, Kelvin? How you guys doing, man?
Man, I'm having fun out here, brother.
I'm good. And thanks, Kelvin. Alex, you got to do something with that voice, man. I didn't know you had that range with you.
Yeah, amazing.
It honestly is. It sounds like he's at the game right now.
Doesn't it?
But I want to touch on the LeBron thing. Rob, I'm with you first and foremost. I think it'd be super played out for LeBron to go to Golden State for his last year or two. But I wanted those guys. I wanted those ideas, you guys. I thought ever since Cleveland got swept, right? For some reason, I've been stuck on this thought. If LeBron decides to play another year and he decides to leave Los Angeles, I think the only logical place for him to go is Cleveland. I think it makes sense for him to finish where he started in Cleveland, right? He did it once before. He can do it again. And if you look at it for a sign and trade, Cleveland has pieces the Lakers could absolutely use. I would get off of Evan Mobley or a Jarrett Allen. I'd get off of Sam Merrill, a Dean Wade, and I'd go get LeBron James to make one last run. Whether Harden resigns or not, you probably will because he's not going to say no to that money. But if I'm LeBron, I would really consider going back home to Cleveland. What do you guys think?
No.
Thanks for the call.
No.
I hear you.
Appreciate it.
Cleveland!
I'm straight on to Cleveland.
Yeah, I know you don't like it because of the owner, but LeBron went back, so I just don't like. I could see if he never went back, but he did. All right, we only got a couple seconds left.
I think it was the checking off the, I got the ring now. Like, I ain't going back there for that. Can Dan get? Y'all but win. We gonna win before you. No, y'all.
I'm gonna say one thing: don't burn down the show while I'm gone. All right, that's all.
I ain't gonna burn it. Hey, but you be careful. They burn down New York out there in them streets.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?